Get the club to pop when I come up with the crop. Gotta love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with everybody. We do it. Everybody. We do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot.
Well, excuse me. Well. Are we live? We're live. What is up, everybody? What's cracking? Oh, hi. Oh, that's our guest. That's my homie, Khalil, 514 Reptiles in the building tonight. What's going on? I'm excited for everybody. I'm excited to be here, guys. What's going on? It says we have no viewers. I know that's false. Got everybody in the comments. But what's going on, guys? Before we get started, shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in. Before I go talking, I want to make sure we're actually live. Are we live? Because it says we have 0 viewers. That is super weird. Let's see. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just, yep, there we go. We kicked in. All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy MJ in the building. Happy Thursday, which feels like a Friday. You already know the vibes, man. Before we get started, if you support the channel in any way, do me a huge favor, subscribe, like, go ahead and comment, man. Give me a comment. I want some feedback. Don't comment only on the live chats. Do your boy a favor. Go to the video, go to the live after this and give me a comment. All right. I'm going to be doing giveaways to, random people in the comments and whatnot. But I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in, man. All my diehard people who's fucking up in the chats on points, man. I really, really appreciate you guys so much. Because of you guys, I look forward to Thursdays every single week. And then obviously shout out to the guests who are part of this as well. It means a lot to me, man. It really does. So appreciate all you guys. Shout out to the sponsor, Cold Blooded Cafe, www.coldbloodedcafe.com. Frozen rodents that be the best in the United States, straight to your doorstep. $30 flat rate shipping. Even get shipped in Alaska. Whoever's up in Alaska, shout out to my Alaska peeps. Don't really know anybody up there, but heard Alaska's been hot lately. But shout out to sim containers, man. If you have reptile eggs, they should be in a sim box. Plain and simple. I am somebody from experience who's been using sim containers with my chondro eggs. I got chondros that are about to pip any day now. Eggs are looking really solid and well. Steven uses the sim containers, and we know a few others that rock with the sim containers, man. So I'm telling you, you're going to be right if you go with sim containers. Best believe it, man. And anyone local in San Diego or even want shipping craft beer to their doorstep, man, Creative Creature Brewing, man. This is the bombest designer craft beers you can get your hands on. Anywhere from sour to ales to IPAs, all you hoppy, cravey motherfuckers out there who love that shit. I'm telling you, get your hands on some Creative Creature Brewing. Check out their website. And yeah, that's that, man. And then obviously, guys, I don't want you to forget that we have the heat and the fire up at Unfiltered Reptiles Podcast. Make sure you check out what we have going on that channel. A lot of great educational stuff, all knowledgeable stuff, but we have fun too. We like to roast each other. And, we really get the guests really to open up with us, man. I'm telling you, that's if you really want to get your educational game on and you want to start learning stuff, that's a channel you want to check out. So please subscribe to the channel. Check out all the interviews we have on there. It's one not to miss. And that's that, man. But yeah, guys, tonight's guest. Oh, wait, before I get started, told the guests before we did sound check that I was having a rough week. So I'm going to pour this up right now with you guys. Take my first sip with you guys before we bring in tonight's guest. I do want to say what up to some people in the comments, though, man. Who do we have? Who are the early birds? Oh, Mac Lorenzo, it's going down. Mac Lorenzo, I appreciate your support, my man. You are always showing love, not only on this channel, but you're always showing love on the Unfiltered Reptiles podcast channel. Imali Wise, what's up? Renfro, what's going on? Oliver, what's going on, my man? I know you like them Timors I showed you a picture of. Pretty hot, huh? Black Sun Reptiles. Well, I guess I'll stop at that comment right there. Before we do progress forward with our guest, I do want to do a couple shout outs with some cool stickers I got, and I also got a really cool shirt. But shout out to River Rat Reptiles. Got some stickers in from him that are really, really neat, man. Green's my color. I love green. As you can see my logo right there, green's my shit. I love green a lot. So shout out to River Rat Reptiles. He also sent me some giggity geckos. Not sure really if that's his business, but right on. I'll take it. Giggity geckos, giggity, giggity. Right on. And then one thing I'm super happy to show off. Shout out to my man who hooked it up with this super fresh tee. Black Sun Reptiles, man. This thing is super fresh, bro. Good job with this, my man. Marketing game's on point. Look, there's a sticker right there. You actually did one better than Shane. You put the sticker inside a protective little sleeve here, man. That's pretty key. So business card, sticker in here, and I got a sick-ass shirt. He knew how to advertise it on the back. So pretty player stuff, man. Can't wait to rock this shirt. I love it, man. So keep bringing me your stuff, guys. If you guys want me to, give you guys some shout-outs, hit me up, and I'll be more than happy to, man. But tonight's guest, man, unfinished business. I consider this session an unfinished business session because I was supposed to get this guy on a long time ago. Due to unfortunate, I'm not going to say it was Corona, but things weren't, I don't know what happened. Just schedules didn't link up. So it was very like, oh, poo-hoo, man, didn't get this guy on. But now he's here. It's the comeback session. I'm ready to pick my man's brain because he is just one of the most player guys in the ball python game. From his logo, I love his logo, and I love the way he markets his animals and the effort he puts in. He just knows how to do his shit, man. He's just one of those guys who's meant to be in the ball python game. So, without further ado, Khalil, 514 Reptiles. How are you?
What's going on? I'm good, man. How about you?
Cheers to you, bro. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Wow, that's a sick mug. Very player mug.
Cancun.
Like a designer bug. Oh, Cancun. Oh, okay. Wow. Was that from your Marcus Jane? Was that Ozzy was on that trip too, right? Ozzy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Picked that up at the airport on the way back.
We'll talk on that in a bit because that looked like a fun time. A really fun time.
Yeah, it was a great time. Had a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah. So many people I already knew. Met a bunch of new people down there. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Well, Khalil, what I was saying before I brought you in was very true, man. I've ever since I came across your page and kind of, stumbled across your work, I've been a huge fan, man. Everything you've done and show has been super clean, from the pictures you take, your logo and whatnot. So this is a really exciting episode for me, man. I can't wait to.
Yeah, I'm excited to be on here. I'm stoked. I always watch you and watch the way you interact with your guests and stuff. I'm pretty stoked about it.
And the fact that Cleo gives me his time of day and watches my stuff means a lot. Guy's busy. I mean, you're pretty beat up right now, right? You're pretty tired. Long day is that right, Cleo?
Yeah, well, it's a long day, but I didn't do much today.
Well,
but it has been a long week. I think it has been a long week, but no, I'm good. Today I just chilled out by the pool and did a barbecue and relaxed. And
the kebabs and the hummus, right?
Yeah, I love that, man. That's what summer's about. I just grill every day, grill and salad.
We do carne asadas down where I'm from, so it's guacamole. It's like, a lot of, because we don't have to worry about people asking for mayonnaise on their tacos from where we're from. Like, we actually have like authentic Mexican, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
We're in San Diego. I mean, for instance, my cousins who are Persian, they have kebabs all the damn time, dude. It's like that's their thing. Kebabs, and I don't want to get into food because I really love food, but definitely cool spot. Now let's talk about your geographic spot. Where are you from? Where in Canada are you located?
I'm all the way on the East Coast. Coast. I'm in Montreal. Okay, so the province is Quebec.
Okay.
And like us, like in the U.S., you guys have states. We have provinces.
Okay.
So I'm on the East Coast, Quebec. It's French. Well, it's mostly French, but where I live on the island of Montreal, which is what's really known. And we all mostly speak English. So a lot of English-speaking people here.
All right.
Like on the island itself. Canada. So we have some good players up here in the ball python stuff.
You really do, man. I'm telling you, Canada's on fire. I was kind of like I'm saying, I was not through with bringing heat from Canada, and even when I'm through with you, there's still so much more heat to bring on because Canada is like, I mean, I'm telling you, I've seen some crazy stuff up there. Now let's talk about a little pre 514, right? So how did you even get into reptiles? Like what was it at what age and whatnot? If you could break that down.
So I was never into snakes. I never even liked snakes. Just it wasn't my thing, you know. Like I like dogs, I like birds and that kind of stuff, fish, aquariums, but snakes was never my thing. Reptiles was never my thing. Okay. My brother was always into it as a young kid, and
nice.
I think like 7 years ago he came home. He's like, "Hey, why don't we breed ball pythons?" And I was like, "Sure." Like, what is that about? He's like, "Well, look." And then we started watching Brian Barczyk videos. Right?
What year was this?
This was like 2014, I think. Yeah. Right. Like end of 2013, beginning of 2014. So we started watching Brian Barczyk videos. That was right around the time when he was getting the scaleless, when he hatched the scaleless, and he still had the Snake Bites TV show, right?
Yeah.
So we started watching everything, studying how to do it. At first, the first pair that we got was a spider female and a pinstripe male. Wow. And we just kind of had them in a tank, and like we had no idea what we were doing. And then I Googled it, and I just saw all the stuff that you can make with it, right?
Right.
So like this is crazy. Like people are breeding ball pythons, and then there's genetics. Like I was never open to that world, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got into it more and more, and just started buying up a bunch of snakes. Now the first time around, I did it for about a year, and I accumulated a bunch of males. And then I had to move. Then I moved the collection to somebody's house. It didn't work out. Finally, we sold everything. I didn't have it for like a year. Wow. And then my brother, for my birthday, rebought me a baby. It was a banana black pastel male, and got me back into it. Ever since then, I've just been hooked. Every year, I had like either I buy more snakes or I'm hatching more snakes that I'm keeping, and just slowly been expanding.
So your brother, man, I noticed, like, obviously when I see pictures of him, I'm like, okay, that's Khalil's brother. That's how I put the two and two together pretty quickly. Yeah. But he's like, is he a silent player? Like, is he just more like does his own personal stuff and doesn't really post? Because I don't know if he posts his snakes or anything. I don't follow him, but I don't. That's why I want to ask. Is he's not like you're the brand, right? Like you're the one pushing the brand, or is he not part of the brand?
Yeah, I'm the one pushing the brand.
Okay, so he's 5142.
Yeah, he's 5142, right?
Got it.
But so he's like the brains behind the marketing. He owns one of his companies, Mad Monkey Media, is a social media company, marketing. So we do like we help people with Facebook, Amazon, Pinterest, Instagram, all that stuff.
Wow.
And he's the one that first like helped me get on Instagram, how to post, what to do, how to create content, how to use stories, like everything. Every time something new comes up, he's the one that tells me like, hey, this is a new feature. That's how you use it. Like the YouTube channel now, he's the one that uploads it. He puts in all the SEOs and like he takes care of all that, all the background work. He's the one that's taking care of it.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, it helps. It definitely helps because I got, I take nice pictures because I'm a photographer. So I take the pictures, I post them. I know how to talk to people, but he has all the technical stuff. He knows all the technical stuff and helps me out with that.
It's just a lot of brain power. You know what I mean? Like to really be at the top of your game on all levels, like for instance, the marketing, right? And then like, for instance, you're concentrated on like, the whole, you push the brand, but he's the one thinking of ideas, right? He's the one that's giving you new strategies on how to promote or like how to get the name out there more. Like he gets first dibs on all that stuff. I'm assuming, right? I
mean, right now, since he's taught me everything, I do most of the stuff, right? Like I do the content on YouTube, I put up all the posts, I take the pictures of what I'm gonna do, the stories. Mm-hmm. But he's all like the technical stuff, like the hashtags and how to how to promote the videos, how to promote the post, like a lot of basic stuff. Now that I know it, it's basic, but before I knew it, it wasn't basic, So like what time to post, what to do, how to do it, the type of pictures. Like, you'll see people, for example, posting like at 1 a.m. But on Instagram, when you got to post, like the more likes that you get right away, the more your post is going to be shown to all of your followers, right? Exactly. And then the more you post every day, the more you're going to be shown in the algorithm. So that's stuff that, like, for example, I didn't know until he told me this is how it works. And a lot of people don't know it too, actually. So that's what his business is about, is showing other people how to use these platforms.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I was so hard-headed with this shit in the beginning. I knew that like people were willing to help, but I was like, I don't fucking need help. But like, really, man, if you're really kind of like, dude, I didn't know what the hell hashtags were really for. Like, for instance, if you were to hashtag like lifestyle, I would, or hashtag like good life, I would hashtag good and then life.
Yeah.
Hashtags, and I didn't know. My friends back in the day used to make fun of me, like, dude, like they used to call me hashtag king because they knew I they never fucking told me. Like, they would make fun of me over it. So it was like, damn, man.
Yeah. I mean, some people use hashtags and like they'll separate every word, watch the live stream tonight, and it'll be like hashtag watch, hashtag the, hashtag live, hashtag stream. But that's not the point.
Yeah, I think they're like, that looks like spam or something. That might, I know that. I know there's definitely like, you got to find out what hashtags work for your audience, because if you use if you use someone else's hashtags, that doesn't mean it's going to work as good for you as it did for them. It depends what your audience is.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to look into. Somebody who wants to build their following, man, and don't want to just give out stickers and stuff, and they rather do it just with their post. You could do it strategically with the time of day you do it at, and then also with your hashtags, smart hashtags, right?
Yeah. There's a bunch of shit you can do.
Super, super key stuff right there. Yeah. Now, what's your day-to-day? I mean, you're not a full-time ball python breeder, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, okay. So as of March, I do a couple of things. One of the things that I do is me and my brother own restaurants. We own a sushi restaurant, and we own 2 like juice smoothie bars with like wraps and like sandwiches, stuff like that, right?
Wow.
2 of them at the airport, and one of them's in a mall. After March, like the borders are closed, so the airport was like maybe 20% of traffic was there. Only a couple of restaurants, stayed open, so we closed, and the mall closed as well. So all of our restaurants closed,
Right.
And so what I do on the side, so I have my art. You've seen my art. That's not one of them, but I have some on that side. So I do art. I sell that.
Nice.
I have the snakes. I used to do wedding photography as well. And I help my brother out with the online marketing. He does most of it, but like I'll try to get him leads for customers and sales and that kind of stuff.
So you have a lot of different hustles going on that you concentrate on and help you bring in your revenue, and obviously to get you moving forward with the pythons and whatnot. Because I mean, in the like longevity wise, what do you see yourself with the ball pythons? Do you want it to just be focused on that someday, or do you always want to keep something in the background going?
Oh, 100%. I would like to have like 4 or 5 different things going at the same time.
Yeah, it's crucial.
Like, the ball pythons don't need that much time right now. So like I have a schedule that every day I get up and I say like what time I'm going to commit to what. And the pythons need about half an hour a day. And some days, like if I do like a full clean, or like I go in there and I spend like 2-3 hours, I don't need to go in there for like another like 4 or 5 days, right? But like I'll walk in the morning for like half an hour. I'll ultrasound some females, and like my collection is about 160 snakes. So I'd like to double that to be maximum at like maybe 350 snakes. And at that point, then you can just hire somebody to clean for you, change the bedding, change the water, and you feed and breed and take care of the babies. And you don't need that much time for it,
Right.
You can do other stuff.
I'm around that range of snakes. I think I'm just around 140. No, I'm actually less now. I sold a few stuff. So I'm like around 140, 130 in snakes. But it's in your perspective, with your experience, where do you feel like you get to the point where you feel like you need assistance to help you thrive better? Will you say 300? Like, will you say you can handle double the amount before you need another person? Or do you feel like you're kind of getting to that point where maybe I should hire somebody? Like how big is your workload basically is what I'm trying to say.
Right now, it's not so bad, especially because I have my brother that helps me.
Right.
And then I have his girlfriend that also helps us sometimes. So it's not that bad, but I think at like maybe 250 snakes, I'll start hiring some help. Also, the fact is, I don't necessarily like cleaning shit, It's not my favorite part. Cleaning shit, cleaning cleaning the tubs is not like my favorite part. I like the feeding, I like the breeding, I like the art aspect of snakes.
Oh.
That's what really got me into it, right?
You don't like picking up your own snake? Are you not passionate? I'm just kidding.
Wasn't there someone recently that spoke about that?
Passion. Yeah. There was
Who was it?
Ballpythons 101. Chris Surstry dropped a
Right.
story. Shout out to homie Chris. He's my homie, but he dropped a story on his Instagram, basically stating, if you're at the point where you're not even picking up your own snake shit, you're like, he said something about you're not passionate or something, but I think everyone says shit at the moment of things and don't really mean it the way they should say it. But
right,
I'm not going to defend him. I mean, he said what he said, and he fucking didn't. He I don't know. He said what he said, and we move forward from it. But yeah, he dropped that, and now it's kind of an inside joke because, I mean, dude, to be honest, like, I pick up my own snake shit because I'm so OCD that whoever I do hire is not going to pick it up right. That's the only reason why I pick up my own snake shit. Now, if I could hire and train somebody to pick up snake shit and I knew they were getting the shit picked up right, are you kidding me? I would never look at shit for another day in my life. But I would love to have that kind of freedom. And that's what Miguel has with Jesse. Jesse fucking
is trust him. It's his brother, right?
Yeah. I mean, does your brother clean it all, or is it that's all your department?
No, my brother cleans. My brother helps me out. He cleans, he puts water, he does all that. Even his girlfriend. Here's the thing. 10 years ago, I was probably like that. I don't think that anybody can do it as good as me, right? When I first opened up my restaurants, I had a hard time hiring employees because I would be scared. Who's taking care of my shit? No one can serve the client like I can. No one can make the sandwich or can make the sushi roll like I can because I'm the owner and I'm going to make it the best, right?
Yeah.
But over time, I learned I'm not the best. I'm good at delegating, but there's people that can serve better. There's people that can roll better, Once you start trusting and finding that, what you got to do is you got to create like a culture around what you're doing. 100%. So what I do is I would create a culture around 514 Reptiles. Like for example, actually I don't know if I can talk about it. I have a friend that just recently hired somebody that can help them in their collection. And
how many syllables is the first name?
I'm not good with English.
Well, anonymous. Let's keep moving. I want to hear the story, so let's keep moving.
He's been building his brand and building his business for a long time. People respect what he's doing. People respect his projects. He's known for projects, So when you have that, there's a certain culture that's built around your brand. And then you have people that want to work for your brand because they have the same vision as you, right? They see what your vision is. They see how strong you stand for it. And they see what you're trying to do. And they appreciate and respect that. And when they come on board, they'll act in a way because they respect what you've already built and they want to continue growing it in that way. You got to have a business that you got to create a culture around your business. That's in anything, I think. Even if you have like a bunch of restaurants, if you don't like it, you're going to stay miserable. But if you're really, really into the restaurant business and you love it, when you build a culture, all your employees are going to feel that culture. They're going to feel what you're trying to put forward, whatever your I guess your idea or whatever your brand represents, they're going to be on board. Your vision.
Yeah. Vision should be the same. Your employees should have the same vision as you.
100%. And you don't go find people with the same vision or train them to have your vision. They'll come when they see what you're doing, they'll jump on board.
And a lot of people need you to help them see the vision. Like they don't either have the training or, I mean, a lot of stuff I learned in my other job is like I worked with a bunch of people who had no sales skills. They didn't want to sell, but I had to train them how to sell. So that's super hard to do because they never even signed up to do sales. And now their job.
They don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're not getting paid like a huge commission check or anything, but it's part of the company policy now. So man, it's at the end of the day, the culture is everything. You got to build an environment that people want to be around.
Yeah.
And then obviously just find a growth from there. And obviously it doesn't happen with every, it's not going to happen the first person you maybe invest in. Like that's the hard part. I think Steven has talked about how many freaking employees he went through over at Cold Blooded Cafe and before he finally found like his squad of like legit 5 people. And it took him like took him over a year. You know what I mean?
In my restaurants, I've kept probably 5 employees at every 100 that I hired.
Yeah.
So over 10 years, I've probably hired close to 500, 600 people. And I've had a good 20 that I've kept.
That's 500 to 600 different personalities. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, emotionally, mentally, everything. It's a lot. By the way, he said we can say it to Will.
I knew. I was gonna
Yeah.
say it to Will Morrow.
Well, I didn't know if he's like, he's never publicly spoken about it, so I wasn't sure if I can. But it's actually spoke to the guy that.
Here he is. Here. Okay. Oh shit, he did say it. Willie Will, Big Willie style.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, all right, shout out to Will Morrows just to be a dick, and it happened to be Will. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Well, Will, shout out to the homie. He Will wanted to make sure that I got extra hyped for your interview, and I'm like, dude, I'm always extra hyped, bro. Like, come on. He's like, I'm saying you better take care of him. I'm like, oh my god, they're trying to punk me or something, fucking Will. But hey, listen, one thing I'm also really like. The one thing I like about you, Khalil, is the people you surround yourself with, right? Like when I met you in Detroit, right? Like, oh man, I get bummed out because I was really on my I had no energy and all that, and I wish I would have stayed up that night, but we will meet again. But dude, what a solid fucking crew, man. Let's talk about when you linked up with Will. How did you and Will link?
Oh shit. Okay, so Will, a few years ago, so when I first got in, I wasn't, I didn't know a bunch of people online, a bunch of other breeders. I watched like Justin Kobilka on YouTube. I watched some of Ozzy's old videos, Mark Mandic, Brian Barczyk. That's all I really knew, right? And just kind of doing my thing.
Right.
And I had met a local guy here, and I bought some snakes off of him, and he had met Will. I'm not sure how he met him, probably just online, sold him some snakes. I'm not sure. And then one day he kept sending me like, oh, look what my friend just got. And look what my friend, he was showing me like a bunch of like really sick snakes, like 2015, he's showing me like Will's, I think it was like a super fly leopard, yellow belly clown male, like a $10,000 male and stuff. And I was just kind of surprised, like who has this kind of heat in Canada? And I had never heard of Will before. Right. And, one day I went to a show with him in Toronto, and Will walked in, said, what's up, said hi. We spoke for a little bit, and I chatted here and there online. And then CRBE, which is our big show, Canadian Reptile Breeders Expo, in September in Toronto. We went. Will had a table. We chilled. We hung out. And then at night, we went out to eat. And then, I remember it was like we were just sitting in the parking lot, me, him, my brother, like 1 a.m, just talking, and he's like, what are you planning on doing? Like, what's your deal? What's 514 about? What do you want to do? Yeah. And really, he's the first person that really kind of opened up my eyes on how to do it, how to build projects, how to take care of your brand. At first, to me, it was just like, it's just a hobby. It wasn't never like a business. There was never a business side to it. There was never more than like, I wasn't trying to become anybody or do anything online. It was just like, I have snakes. And then Will kind of told me like, build this as a business at the same time,
Yeah.
And that's where it all started, and ever since then, like he's always pushing me to do stuff. I always push him to do things. And you got to surround yourself with that kind of, there's people that are never going to tell you anything good about what you're doing. And there's people that are going to continuously push you to do better, and try to help you, or even you see him help out a shitload of people, And I consider Will my mentor. He's taught me quite a bit of stuff. We have a joke. He has like U of RCR, University of World Canadian Reptiles, and every year is like, you might graduate this year. Yeah, but Will's good people, man. And also, KB was there. KB, man, Kara and Barros are just amazing people, man. Legit. Every time I talk to them, they're just full of smiles, talking, helping out everybody. Yeah, they're great people, man.
And with all the amount of bullshit that Carrie takes from all the other guys, man,
I see that. Yeah, they have a group chat on iPhones. I'm not part of it because I have an Android. But when I was in the last show that was canceled, I was driving down to Tinley. I had the Will's phone in the chat a couple of times, and yeah, they go pretty ham on Carrie. They go pretty ham on Jared. Sweet tea, we call him Sweet Tea.
Yeah, I haven't visualized the Jared roast, but after seeing what he voted on your story, I'm fucking can't wait to see this fool get roasted.
Yeah, he's a hater.
Yeah, I've been in many times, and he just completely all he does is disappoint me. And I find out he's a low hater when really I'm here to support. I'm here to defend him.
No. Jared,
he's done. He's fucking.
No. I have a dry throat. No, Jared's good people.
No,
Jared, yeah, no, he's all jokes. He's a good guy, man. He's from Texas, so he's very good people.
I like him. It's the only reason why I probably like him. He's from Texas, so I know he knows where all the good barbecue spots are at for sure.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. So you got to go to the Arlington show in September.
Yeah, I'm there, bro. I'm not missing shit.
Yeah, hopefully they don't change their mind about closing and shit, but it's on as of now.
That's the only thing. It's like fuck. Like it's like. You think it's open until you get there, and they're like, by the way, closed, canceled event. Like, this whole canceling the day before shit needs to stop. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, Tinley, they had no choice, right? Like, we knew there was something going on. Then we got in the car. I drove over to Will's place. He's 4 hours away. Slept one night. Woke up in the morning at 8. Loaded up the trailer, and drove through like Toronto down to the border. Around, and as we're getting there, we're checking messages and checking like the announcements online, seeing if they're gonna cancel or not. And like right when we got there, we're probably like 15 minutes out, and they announced it like on Facebook. They're like, "Yeah, Tinley's canceled." So we're like, "Fuck, what do we do?" And then, like, we slept one night. The next day, we just drove up to Michigan, and we would see you guys, like you, KB, and everybody at the Reptarium, BHB's place. Yeah.
That was Friday. So you guys got there Friday, the day of Friday, the day everyone typically was going to get to Tinley, right? Or are you talking about Saturday? No, Saturday, right? When did you guys arrive into Tinley?
Into Tinley, we arrived Thursday, or then Friday we arrived to Michigan, or Saturday we arrived to Michigan. I'm not sure, but it was like 38 hours of like car rides, driving back, and then I got back here like at 10, 11. I got back in my car and got back home at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, because you're still how far from Will?
4 hours. Yeah, that's where he lives now. So Will, during this time, actually moved back to where he's originally from, and it's more like a country type living. He moved out of the city, out of Toronto.
It's the way to go. I'm that country. I love that country type living, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
Whoa, you must be good. Look who's in the building. Joel from State 48.
Joel, what's going on?
Joel randomly comes by and goes, but I do appreciate every time he pokes his head in here. Joel's a good guy.
Joel, that's why they canceled Tinley. He wasn't coming.
Fuck, dude. Or I heard you got too high on the plane.
Yeah.
they found a bunch of edibles in his bag and fucking.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Who was it? Was it him or was it Adam? When I was doing their channel, one of them got really high. I think it was Joel.
Yeah.
Got really high by accident. Right before, because he thought there was an hour left. And he got on. He's like, "Yo, I'm so done."
Did you have to cut it early because how stoned he was?
No. He didn't think that it was going to start for another hour. That's what he thought. But we were starting right away. So he was kind of like woozy from it. I guess he got some good Arizona stuff.
Good Arizona stuff. Nah, stuff at all. It probably came from California or, probably Washington. But, yeah, unfortunately, it's dry as a fucking...
Good stuff in Arizona.
There you go. Sorry, yeah. That's all you're trying to say. Now, dude, you've been going... Okay, so let's talk about... Since we're on the topic of shows, right? Tinley, Arlington. What other shows have you ventured off to?
Fuck, that's it. I've only been to Tinley and, like, the Toronto shows.
No,
like the big show and... Huh?
No Pomona.
Never been to Pomona. Never been to the Arlington show. Never been to the Florida show, Daytona. I'm planning on going. And that's the thing. That's what Will basically got opened up. He's like, well, you have to go to these shows, meet people, interact with people down there, meet people in the industry. And I didn't get it up until last Tinley, right? Tinley was my first big U.S. show. Sure. And, like, I understood it. Like, it's a much bigger culture in the U.S. than it is up here. Like, it's, like, there are, like, a lot of friendships, a lot of solid friendships, and a lot of solid crews out of this hobby, out of this industry,
That turn into lifetime, man, from what I can see. As long as you do people right and you don't become a shady fuck. And, you could really meet some amazing people in here. And, like, I'm going to tell you right now, fucking what really made my trip, even though Tinley was a disaster, but, Miguel getting me down to meet you guys and shit, like, just that atmosphere, being around you guys and finally putting fucking accounts to faces, you know what I mean? Like, because I mean, I've been following you for at least 2 years, and you know, you talk to these people that you've never actually seen, and when you actually see them and shit, and you actually start fucking talking about projects and stuff like that, it's inspirational. Like you leave like with a crazy fucking energy feeling inside you, like you got something really accomplished.
Yeah.
I can't imagine when these fucking shows open back up, man. I hope they don't make it all weird. You know what I mean? I hope they don't make it weird where it's not even packed. It's like where I heard they're going to be doing stuff in waves now. I heard like your ticket's going to have like a time and you have to go through that time frame, you know, like that's what I've heard. Yeah. So everything's going to be in waves, and like, I guess whatever your ticket says, you have to be there at that time. You get to go into your thing. And then I guess, I mean, how the fuck can you look at Tinley at a certain time? I heard Tinley's humongous.
Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, like something like at least 60, 70,000 people walk into Tinley for those 2 days. So I don't know how they're going to control that. I know that like Texas is fully open, unless some new shit happens. As far as I know, like I'm originally from Texas, so all my cousins there, like everything's normal. They're open. They're doing their thing. You know, like it's back to normal. You know, even here, like here, not everybody's open. But like restaurants are not open yet. It's only takeout. But anywhere that you go that reopen, like you go to IKEA, for example, buy furniture, you're waiting outside in line, like they're making you wait, like with barriers and all that shit. But you walk in, everybody's shoulder to shoulder. Like it's weird how people like are going back into places and just forgetting that we just came out, or we're still in the middle of a, you know, pandemic. I guess that's what you want to call it.
Man, we shouldn't be in the middle of a pandemic, man.
No,
like,
I don't want to talk to your boy Gates.
That's not my boy, bro. That guy's a geek. Fuck him. Fucking, I'm over geeks too. I mean, the only geek I really love right now is Stephen Kush. Really the only kind of geek I have in my life. Everyone else is like sharp geeks or just good looking and shit. No, not that Steven's not good. I'm high, never mind. Don't listen to me. But yeah, dude. So like the show thing is huge. I'm telling you, it really brings something to your whole fucking reptile game as a whole. You don't want to miss that stuff. And don't, like I said, it sucks because my first, I started game planning me going to shows, which was Tinley. And then all this shit happened at Tinley. So everything pretty much got washed out.
Yeah.
But then like here we are where shit's about to open up again. I just don't want no more fucking setbacks. I'm over the setbacks. I'm going to go kick it with a homie. I'm going to go see some sick shit. You know what I mean? I'm going to go buy some shit that I'm going to have to fucking explain to my wife and get in trouble. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. And it hypes you up. You know, when you go to these shows, it motivates you. It puts that little, even if you're feeling down before you go there, it really, really hypes you up. Like when I went there and like until in October, it's kind of the end of the year. I haven't been on vacation, working like crazy. And then you're motivated. You come back and you want to do shit and you're thinking of plans and seeing, you know, you saw some stuff over there and how many people are in it. And it's definitely needed, you know. I think a lot of people don't realize that when you're doing anything, I guess even a hobby, business, a project, if you don't get the mental stimulation and the mental, like, you know, motivation to do it, you won't go through with your plans, you know. You need something to keep pushing you.
If you don't have this right, it will destroy you. I mean, I'm talking from experience. I've had like, bro, this is my mental game still in progress, right? But my mental game has been more on point in my life more than anything I've ever done because like how passionate and how much I want out of this shit. And when I meet people, you know what I mean? Like meeting people, the networking, the connection, but like it's talking to people and seeing how sharp they are with their shit is really motivating. Like shout out to Socrates. Socrates is not a ball python guy, but he's somebody who I just looked up to, like the way I kind of look up to you, like how dialed in your guys' shit is. Like, you know what I mean? It's like clockwork type shit, but it's all done with passion and hard work.
Yeah. But I mean, don't get it wrong. Like my shit's not in like clockwork. You know what I mean? Like right. I still like, I try to put forward the best that I can, but there's still like, and I think that goes for everybody. Anybody that you see online, there's always a struggle behind it. There's always, you know, there's always time, there's always struggle, there's always headaches. But I mean, you're not going to sit there and share your headaches and your struggles online, right? You just want to show your brand, your snakes, and, you know, give out a positive, you know, a positive vibe. Talk to everybody. You don't want to bring anybody down. I have 30,000 followers. I'm not going to put some negative shit on my post and try to bring down 30,000 people, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just share what the fuck I want to share.
But that's good too, man. There's like, look, there's there's a lot of times that I wish I can share some raw shit that I really feel. This morning I typed something up that I was going to send, and I was like, it's good that you do it. Sometimes I'm like, there's no point.
I'm learning less is more. I got to the point where I was just doing it however the fuck I felt, and that's when I realized I'm like, wow, man, you're pretty angry. So I just kind of picked and choose. But the thing is, man, I'm so passionate, and if there's something I feel like it's like I digest and kind of go over, okay, do I need to get this out publicly? Do I really need to get this out publicly? And like 9 out of 10 times, I regret that I did it.
Take a walk, man.
Yeah, take a walk. The thing is, I take a walk after I post it, and I'm just like,
No, that's the thing.
I don't delete shit. Once I post it, it's posted.
It's done. It's online.
It is what it is, and I take it for what it is. So I try to I try to just keep it like when necessary, and even when it's necessary, I feel like, all right, you probably even need to do that. So I feel like me and you are probably like we'd probably be perfect in the middle, like if we were to combine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to be a hothead. I used to post shit. When I first got into the hobby, even before the hobby online, I used to rip people all the time. I'd see something, I'd be like, like rip into them or like blast somebody. And I just realized at the end, it was just hurting me. Like I was the one that was like, my day was getting destroyed. I was getting annoyed because fuck, if you're going to try to take over the world, take on the world and all the stupids that are online, you're going to go fucking crazy.
Here's another person you brought to the channel who, he's my boy, but he just never shows up anymore. But he's here. What do you know? Harrison Wang. Hi, Harrison.
Yo, Harrison, 2 days ago, I gave him information about Instagram for free.
Fuck.
Okay, because he's my boy. And then at the end, you know what he messaged me? Stop being so negative. Look at Khalil, smile a little, please.
He's smiling like a motherfucker.
I'm always smiling.
For real.
I try to be.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Harry's a good guy, man.
Harrison rolled to my wedding, bro. He's the only fucking
bro, I saw that. I wanted to come, but
I invited like less than 6 people out of the hobby. Khalil was one of them to go to my wedding. And dude, difficult wedding to attend to, but luckily I got Harrison to roll, and they went for like their vacation too. But dude, I had amazing time actually kicking it with somebody for more than a day. And dude, we got fucking faded. Harrison, we had a good time, bro. I'll take that.
Bro.
I'll take those times to death to my grave. But that's why I'm like, yo, what up with the next trip? I might want to have to fucking, what up, Marcus? Give me a room. You know what I mean? Tell me where to pay. I'll fucking kind of don't want to miss out on those, man.
Yeah, we gotta, when this is done, we've been talking about, we gotta set some stuff up, Like it was a good trip, and I think we're gonna set some stuff up, kind of, even if it's not like an organized trip by like a big breeder, just a bunch of us, in the same hobby, just book a trip somewhere, and
the all-inclusives is where it's at. I'm telling you,
I love all-inclusive. That's all I do,
bro. Woo!
But supposedly you can get like a
timeshare,
not a timeshare, but like a sick place like in Bali.
Oh,
that
dude,
fits like.
Oh, Dreams. That's what Dreams. So Dreams is in Bali. It's in fucking Costa Rica.
Yeah, but not all inclusive.
No, they're all inclusive. Oh, I don't know if the Bali is all inclusive, but any Dreams is all inclusive. Any Dreams.
Yeah. The Dreams are all inclusive. What I'm saying is we rent out like it's like a house. No, it's like a house that fits like 20 people on like the edge. It's like probably $20,000, but you're 20 people, and then you have like a chef, you have people cleaning, you have a driver for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So a bunch of people stay in this house on the side, like on the cliff of like a mountain in Bali, or somewhere cheaper. I don't know. Bali might be more than we can afford, but
I don't know. I mean,
it'll be fun.
Yeah, I just heard. I mean, is the food dank in Bali? Like I heard it's kind of questionable.
Right. Anywhere you go. The last trip that I went to, the hotel was insane. It was all inclusive in Cancun, but like the food was whatever.
It wasn't that great?
No. And usually Mexico is pretty good for food. Although Dominican's the best for
our food got played out after a while too. When you're there for like 3 days and it's almost like the same repetitive shit, it's like we did. The thing is, our place had a bunch of different restaurants, but like you never wanted to eat those restaurants twice. I mean, I think there was one spot that like was kind of like a rip off Benihana, and so that was kind of sick. But I don't know. I mean, it's still you, man. It's the location is what you're really paying for. It's fucking the getaway and the beach and the vibe.
Yeah, bro.
I love it.
All inclusive sick. You just walk in the first day, take your wallet out, everything, put it in a safe, close it, and that's it for a week. You're just chilling. Like you're jamming, you know?
I would always keep a few singles. I felt like I was getting little looks from fools when I wasn't tipping them. So I was like, I don't know.
You usually, you can tip. One of my buddies tips at the beginning of the week. Like the first day, he'll just like tip a bunch of people like $20, $20, $20, $20,
For the whole
and
time.
then that's it. And for a week, like they know who he is, and he's just chilling.
That's a smart way of doing it.
Yeah.
You talked about you were originally from Texas.
Yeah.
When did you move to Canada? Were you born and raised in Texas?
No, I was born in Lebanon in
Lebanon.
85. Yeah, I was born in Lebanon. I moved here to Canada when I was 6. And then in 97, we moved to Texas. Like my whole family moved to Texas. My dad got a job with an aviation company.
Okay.
It was like a company owned by Warren Buffett called Global. And after September 11, it was like the whole company shut down. It was an aviation company, right? So they shut down. And they were applying for like all of our citizenship and our green card and all that stuff in the U.S. And since that got shut down, we didn't have that anymore. So we had a certain amount of time to move out. So we moved back to Canada. We actually moved to Toronto first. We stayed there for like 2 weeks, and then we moved back to Montreal. So I was there for 6 years, and then 2006, I moved back by myself for a year. I stayed there, but it was tough going there, working, flying back every like 5 months, going back there. It was a bit sketch, always asking me questions, what I'm doing. So,
yeah, dude, Canada doesn't play either, man. Going in and out of Canada, I mean,
yeah,
I don't know, it's nuts. I'm really even sketched to even try to attempt to go through Canada. Do they kind of give you an outline on like what they are looking for, like as far as record wise, or like do they? Because like I have expunged shit, right, or like stuff that's like not on my like it's kind of like in my past, but I heard they even look at that. You go, nah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see it. The only access to that I've seen is like there's like a show that's like Border Control or Border Patrol or whatever, and they show like people like, oh, you have a record, you can't come into Canada. But I don't know if that's just for the show or if that's like for everybody.
Right. What about David? You know this dude?
Yo, David Levine is the man. I actually met him. I met him in Tinley, and then I met him again at the last in Michigan at Brian's place. Yo, he's legit.
Solid.
He's legit.
Bro. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the top cats. Why?
Yo,
but he's so sick.
Yeah, he's building a sick collection too. Straight up guy. He just had one of his first clutches, few clutches hatched this season too.
Congrats.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. He's building a new facility too. He's building a house and he's dedicating like a huge room for his snakes, which is pretty dope.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Stoked. Yeah, I was stoked to meet him. With your whole game plan with your clutches this year, I mean, are you progressing each year? Like, are you like, how many did you hit last year?
With what?
Your clutches.
My clutches. So last year was a slow season. The year before that I had like 25 clutches.
Mm-hmm.
And this past year I only had like 10 or 11. But that was my bad. There was like a rat shortage around here. So I wasn't able to feed every week. I was feeding every 2 weeks. And I wasn't like ultrasounding the way I should be ultrasounding. Like an ultrasound is good if you use it. And you have to know how to use it, right? It's not just like, oh, this is what she's at. You're not trying to see just the size. You're trying to see when she's ready, how fast she's growing, when to throw the males in. If you don't put in the work. Okay, so last year, I was super busy with my restaurants. So I was only able to get like 9, 10, or 11 clutches. This year, the same thing. I was so busy with my restaurants, I thought I was going to do maybe another like 10 clutches. And since it stopped, every day I walk in, I ultrasound different females, I drop different males, and I'm probably looking at 25 to 30 clutches this season.
So that's a big jump.
Yeah. Going back to that.
So is this the most you've ever had in a season? What you're looking at this year?
Yeah, either the most or the same as 2 seasons ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's exciting.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about it. There's a lot of cool clutches that I'm waiting for. A lot of it is building towards different projects, but there's some pretty cool stuff that's going to hatch, some powerful stuff that's going to hatch too.
I've seen some of your stuff you produce. I've seen some of the stuff that you've been like showing up for a little that are actually going for you now. Like you had some Orange Dream stuff, like some Orange Dream combos like, that you raised up that you're doing this year, right?
Yeah. So one of the females that laid a couple of weeks ago was actually the first female that we hatched and raised, and she finally gave us eggs this year. Well, it hasn't been that long. It's only been 2 years.
Mhm.
But so the first 3 years that we were breeding ball pythons, 1 year we hit a bunch of stuff that we don't want to keep and a couple of holdback males. So no females were held back. I had the second season that I was breeding, I had my room that was way too hot. I got like 52 out of 58 eggs were slugs.
Shit.
So, and then the 6 that were good, they overcooked in the incubator. So I had like nothing that season. And then the season after that is when we hit this female. And she finally grew. She was a super NC OD fire. And we brought her this year and she gave us 5 eggs.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Orange Dream. I like dark stuff, but I also love the Orange Dream stuff.
You know my boy, you know who this is?
Yeah, Ozzy. That's the man.
Hey, Ozzy fucks with you tough, bro. He said in his podcast. Check it out. I think it was he was episode 4. He's one of the beginning fucking dudes. I brought him. But he talked about you, he talked about Will. He wants shit from both your guys' collection. And anytime I see that, bro, you're an inspiration. That's heavy.
No, Ozzy's another straight up. I mean, when me and Will talk about different breeders and stuff like that, Ozzy's a guy that just like straight up, he's killing it, you know. From his snakes that he does, how he like his brand, his snake room, his racks, like it's sick, you know. Like he knows what's up, he knows what he's doing, and he's good to party with, man. He's fun to party with.
Why do you feel like an extra player just speaking to Ozzy? Like you just feel like you're just an extra cool fucking dude. Just to even speak to Ozzy. I don't know what it is, but like just to conversate with this dude, he looks like just the fucking coolest guy on earth. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to reach around him too much, but fuck, dude. Ozzy Boys is definitely like top. Dude, he's top 3, bro. Probably, I don't know, top 2. I don't want to piss me off, but he's up there, bro. Like he's just like he's fucking one of the biggest dudes I look up to in this game with his anyway, from his personalities to his snakes, not just his snake, but just the way he is as a person and the way he fucks with his business and the way he puts shit out there, bro. Like it's a lot more than just producing. I feel like, you know, people out there who produce their sick shit, but they're assholes, or you just meet them, they're just fucking no personality, or they just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't really know anyone, you know, specific, but I'm just saying in generalities. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's people you came across that you thought, oh, I could connect with this person, and not that you need to connect with everyone, but fuck, dude, you should always be respectable, right?
Yeah, I mean, he has that vibe to him, you know. Like when you talk to him, he's just relaxed. He'll never treat you like, you know. The first time that I ever met Ozzy, and it was at a show here in Toronto, you know, he treated you like he's known you for like 10 years, you know? Like, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Blah, blah, whatever. Some other people like that might be more popular in the industry, you try to talk to them. They're like, oh, hold on, you know, I got to take care of some stuff. I'll come see you later or whatever, you know? So he's always available for everybody. I mean, can't take advantage of that, right? The guy's busy. But he's always available talking to people and helping out, you know. He's just chill, like,
bro.
I don't know. He just has that energy, right? Just it's there.
He has the sickest calm energy.
Yeah.
But I think I like him because he's kind of like calm as fuck, but then I'm still like hyped up to even talk to him. But he's like not doing anything to fucking, you know, all he's doing is I don't know what it is. I don't know. Fucking Ozzy Boys is the man. Check out his episode. It's super hard. But yeah, Ozzy Boys, obviously fucking putting out some sick shit. If there's anything you'd get your hands on from Ozzy, what would you get?
Fuck, man, so much shit.
Let's just if there's anything off the top of your head, I mean, we all know there's a bunch of shit, but let's just say there's one thing you're like, dude, this would fucking murder my collection if I got it, like in a good way, obviously.
I think, well, first of all, that hurricane, that high OD fire hurricane clown that he posted yesterday is
stupid,
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. So yeah, but that's like Ozzy was gonna sell that. He probably asked like 20 grand for it.
Yeah, a cool little down payment on a condo, probably.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but hey, bro,
all his OD stuff. Like I'm doing the hypo pie shit. So he just recently posted some super orange dream hypo pies, and you know I'm on that. That clutch actually, the super NC OD fire female that I had. that gave me 5 eggs, she was bred to a hypopide male. So I've already been working on that project, and he just hatched like the super OD version. So that would help me quite a bit. And even the pied stuff, I have. So I don't know if people notice, but we do have a lot of pied stuff. The biggest part of my collection is pieds. I just been slowly.
You're not really putting those out there a lot, though.
No, but
Okay.
we do have. We're quite pied heavy. We probably have 50 pied related animals, including like maybe 20 visual females. But I just don't show them that much because it's still projects that I'm building and just trying to,
I could tell you what one thing it is that you work with that you never disappoint, and I'm looking forward to the future with this because I know you're going somewhere with it. But the chocolate shit, the chocolate hypo stuff, like you have that mixed in with like Enchi and shit, right? Like,
yeah. I bought that male just like randomly. I was talking to Fireball Jeremy over in the States, and then I was just messaging back and forth a couple of times. And then one day he just sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, this is an availability list of what we have." So I looked through it and I saw a super chocolate Enchi hypo male. I'm like, whatever, like I don't have hypo, I don't have chocolate, I'll get this male, And then this last season, like this one coming up, my main males didn't breed for me. And he was up for it, And I just started putting him to more stuff, and like the super chocolate stuff is insane. I have a super chocolate female, super chocolate male, the hypo, like it's gonna do some insane stuff. So
it is.
This glass clutch the ovulation that I got yesterday was a super chocolate Enchi hypo to a GHI pin female. So eventually, super chocolate, super GHI, super Enchi hypo.
First on the
triple
list,
supers and
first on the list to get one, MJ.
Yeah, I'll send one over to you.
That's my
Send
shit.
you a pair.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Need that, please.
Yeah, I see you doing all the dark stuff. You got the GHI, the hypo shit.
Yeah,
That's dope, man.
That's my passion. Like, how much I fucking start, how I'm geeking out over the chondros and other shit, but like my heart would always live with the stuff I work with now, the super GHI shit or chocolate, anything that I still want to add will forever live in my projects. Like I'm not going to ever, because like I said, ball pythons that's where it's at in my projects for foundation, and it's always going to be there, man. And because of people like Khalil who's producing sick shit, how am I ever going to turn my head on the ball pythons? I can't. I mean, no matter how saturated it gets, even though I feel like bullshit.
It's not saturated, man. There's so much. I talked to some breeders that have like there's some breeders out there that do like 1,000 clutches a year.
Yeah.
They don't say anything, and they're not that loud, but they're selling, man. Overseas in the US, there's the market's there, man. People got to stop being, scared of the market or saturated. People have been saying saturated for 20 years. I've been in it for 6 years, and people are saying it's saturated. And then I talk to other people, and like Ozzy will tell you, like people have been saying it's saturated since the beginning. Yeah, you can no longer sell a pinstripe for like $20,000-$30,000, but that's good. That's just the market changing.
Yeah, it's heavy facts. Seriously.
It's like if Sony was like, oh, we can't sell our LCD TVs for like $25,000 a pop. Yeah, when they first come out, it was brand new as an LCD. You were getting a TV this thick instead of a big tube TV. That's why it was $20,000. But now you can go pick up 55 any day for $1,000.
Yeah.
Yep. There's always gonna be the new shit. You can buy the crazy Sony, I don't know what, Ultra, like it lives in your brain and shit for $6,000 if you want.
Which is stupid as fuck, man. Dude, they're selling 72 inches at Walmart and shit for like $500. Like I cannot believe how cheap these fucking these 1080 like HD screens, because everyone else wants the fucking smart shit and all this other weird shit with it, which I mean, I don't even know what it is that's making these TVs so expensive. I just got the attention. It's like what, 4K or something weird. What's the number on that shit nowadays? Who knows?
I don't know. I think there's I haven't been. I used to work at like one of my first jobs at Best Buy. I used to be into TVs, the latest models.
I can definitely see you.
Bro, I have my little clipboard. Like, how can I help you today? What do you want to buy?
let me recommend.
Yeah, let me recommend the extended warranty. It really covers your keyboard in case you drop milk in it. No, but
the protection plan.
Yeah, exactly, protection plan. Yeah, it's like 4K, and then I have like they come with the curved, and then there's like 105-inch like seamless. I don't know, man. It's sick. It's cool though. I won't lie, I like that stuff, but I'm just not looking into it because I got other stuff to pay than a $5,000 TV right now.
It's funny you say that because fuck, I worked for Verizon for like 10 years, and now like
Oh, yeah.
now I'm just like fuck, like I don't even give two shits about my phone, like you know what I mean? Like I don't, I just there's so many things I still don't know how to use on my iPhone that came out like 2 years after I left the industry. Just never learned. And my wife goes, you know, like for instance, how to search for pictures and shit, and like you know, like let's say I sent you a picture like 8 months ago, and I'm like, and you're like, hey, resend me that. I'll be like, I can't find it. Resend it to me. And like, there's actually an easy way to just click and swipe, and then you can find any picture you sent that number, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I would be.
I never knew that.
I wouldn't. I'd be looking up in like my whole.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Yeah.
like dude, my organization in my fucking phone with my pictures are out of control. Stupid. It takes me forever, and I get frustrated if I need to find like, you know, a picture of a snake from like 2 years ago. Like I'll sit there and just I literally, it's luck of the draw, to be honest, until I'm like, oh fuck, there it is. But after an hour, I just give up. So but yeah, definitely need to spiff up my tech game and shit organization.
Yeah.
Speaking of spiffing up shit, dude, Khalil got a YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I put the link to his YouTube channel in the description below. Please go check it out.
Man.
He's already kind of I mean, you know, he is a natural at it already, dude. There's no awkwardness. It's very enjoyable to hear what you say because you're just conversating, bro. You know, you're not making it a fucking, all right, cut. You know, you're not acting. I don't like people who act. Just talk. You know what I mean? And that's what you do. So, what pushed you to get the channel going?
I mean, I've been wanting to get on YouTube for quite a while. And every time I would film or I'd ask my brother to film at a show, I was always trying to imitate other people that I've seen on YouTube. You know what I mean? Kind of come up with like high energy, like, hey guys, how are you? Like, you know. And at one point I'm like, I'm not that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not. I'm more of like a, you know, laid back person, and like I have like it could be fun, but like my kind of like I'm not a like at a party I'm not like the loudest guy there. You know what I mean? I'm kind of just like doing my thing, and you know. So yeah, at one point I'm like, fuck it. Like I have to get on it because I always pushed Will to do it. Every time I'm like, yo, go up with some content, do something, film a video. And then one day he's like, yo, dude, like fucking you make a video too. Like you keep pushing me to do it. Why aren't you doing it? And then he wouldn't get off the phone. He's like, I promised him that I would make a video. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to make a video. And finally I made it. And I just realized like I don't need to act like anything else. I just need to talk how I basically tell you what I want to say. And if you find it boring or if you don't like it, you won't watch it. And if you like it and you're feeling, you know, the content and you're feeling how I talk and what I do, then you watch it, you know? No, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving YouTube. And you know what? Some of these videos, like my last video, I filmed all of it like each room that I was in. For example, in the snake room, I filmed the whole thing like one shot. Like, and I give it to my brother to edit, and he's like, yo, like you did one take? I'm like, yeah, one take. I just filmed, I talked, and that's it.
Dude, fuck it. That's honestly, you know, I mean, what do you use to edit? Like, do you use Final Cut or do you have any editing program or what do you use?
Yo, what do you use for editing videos? Premiere. Okay, cool. Is that your brother? Yeah, he's there.
Tell me what up.
Yo, I'm just says what's up. What's up? Yeah.
Sick.
He's working.
How long you guys live together? It's just you two?
Us two and his girlfriend.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
That's where the backyard pool sessions go down?
Yeah.
You guys are getting weather now.
Yeah, now it's hot, man. It's like, I don't know, what's 32 degrees in US. 32 Celsius in Fahrenheit. Let's see.
Something, no?
89, 90.
Whoo, that's hot.
Yeah, it's not bad. But the pool is good. But like Monday, I was in a sweater. Monday was like 11. So 11. Let's see here.
Are your summers pretty humid? Or are they pretty like, do you get some good breeze? Or is it just pretty dry and fucking just hot?
51. It's pretty humid. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's not bad. It's humid. Like now in the summer, I don't have any heat in my snake room except for like the heat pads, but like ambient heat, it's off, and I don't have any humidifiers on. And the humidity is like between 55 and 65. I get perfect sheds, no issues.
Nice.
Everything's good. Yeah.
Because it does get cold in your area too, right? Like it does fucking.
Bro, into winter, it's.
Bro, I don't know what cold is, even though I bitch over anything under fucking 60. But I mean, I don't like. I've been to East Coast and seen like snow and shit, but like you're up.
Like we get minus 30.
What does that do to your Like, what does that do to your energy bill? What does that do to a lot of things? Do you have to?
Yeah, like it like doubles or triples our energy bills. You got to put on winter tires. You got to buy winter clothes. You got to heat up like it's. You know what? It is what it is. Like I've lived here almost all my life, so like we're used to it. But it's cold, man. If you go outside, you're not wearing the right shit. Like your bones hurt. Like
Well, what's your advice to a lot of new keepers who live in fucking dramatically cold areas during the winter, right? And because I mean, I don't have to worry about that, bro. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Not much to worry about, but there's people who have to strategically realize what they need to do in their collection to make sure there's no issues. Right. So what's your protocol for shit like that? And just so you know, while you speak, I'm going to use the restroom. I know what the protocol is. So go ahead, but give advice to the viewers real quick.
Yeah. Just like basically making sure the room is actually not, it's sealed off. Heat up the room with an oil heater, and then you have the heat tape. And then for humidity, get like a hygrometer or a temperature gauge. So you actually know so the first few years that I had the collection, I didn't know what. Like I guessed. I was like, okay, I have my temperature at like 24, 25, which is like whatever, like 80, 82, and I just assumed that I had the right temps. And then at one point, I got the humidifier, I got the actual temp control, and then I realized what temperatures are, and then I play with that. So I increased my humidity, I increased my temperatures, I turned it off. You'll figure it out. Just check out like what you have in the room, and then you'll figure it out. Bring Khalil, bring Sam on. Get Sam. Yo, Sam. Will wants you to come say hi. He's like, my hair's all messed up. Reed, come say hi to Will.
What happened? Your hair's fucked up?
Oh, no. Will's asking for Sam to get on. That's my brother Sam.
What's up, Sam? Tell me I said hi. What's good?
He said, what's up? He said, hold on. Is there echo? Can you hear? Is there echo?
Hi.
Hey, how are you, man?
What's up, Sam? Welcome to the channel, bro.
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, bro.
Excuse the helmet hair. I just got off the bike.
Dude, if you got good hair, don't care. You're rocking it. Who cares? You're good. Hey, listen.
I got a shirt for MJ.
Oh, there you go. Hey, real quick, Sam, I just want to let you know, bro, the 514 brand is really because how you and your brother worked super, super hard at this shit. So we want to give you a lot of props, and I want people to see the fucking face that's a part of the 514, and that's Sam, bro. So, hey, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Keep at it. Follow me back on Instagram, and I'll feel better about myself.
I got you. I don't follow you?
No.
Wow, I'm such a prick. You got to go follow you now.
I know I told you some dirt, but we get along now, so don't worry about it. All right, see you, Sam.
Take it easy, guys.
Oh yeah, Sam. Sam is the man. Damn.
Back on.
What do I owe you for that collab?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: has he ever popped up with you at any other podcast?
No.
Woo!
No. First one.
First
Get
time.
the whole brand.
That's fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's him.
Getting extra crunky tonight. No, man, thank you so much. I'm really happy that you because I always wondered, right? Because I see that you're close to your brother, and one of the biggest reasons why I wanted you on the show is to kind of get the full history with 514 and to knowing that you're, I'm a big fan with anyone who works closely with family and you guys thrive together. Like that's why I respect Miguel and Jesse so much. And that's kind of what you have.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you have with you and Sam,
Yeah.
So that is pretty hard. Good call on that. Will he facilitated that, didn't he?
Yeah, Will ask me to put him on.
Oh man. So okay, I want to talk about Khalil, your whole idea with the community longevity wise, right? Where do you see the reptile community's changed a lot in the last 6 years from when you first came in? Because I mean, 6 years ago there was Instagram. It was brand new, but were you ball python marketing 6 years ago? Like, were you like, did you have an account and were you like putting stuff out there 6 years ago or?
Yeah. Like we've had the account for 5 years now. And
Okay.
if you look at the post, I think we have like something like 1,200. Let's see. We have 1,200, almost 1,300 posts. So it's about once a day.
Okay.
So it gives you a rough idea of how long we've been on. But at the beginning, I mean, I was posting just for the hell of posting, right? Like I wasn't trying to build something. Even the name, I was like, what do we call it? And like my name, your name, we're like, okay, we live in Montreal, our area code's 514, so like 514 Reptiles. And we
Right.
didn't think it would become something, you know, but then slowly we started building onto that brand. And, you know, at our logo, we just recently got our logo done. Like I had an image for the past 5 years of what I wanted to be. I like clean, simple stuff. And then finally I got online and just like went back and forth with a designer for like 2 weeks until he got exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, man. And what's crazy is, as sick as it is, it's simple. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's I've always liked the simplicity of your logo because it still stands out and still gets your attention.
Yeah, I like that. You know, there's a lot of cool logos out there, like, but some of them they're heavy. Like you look at them and there's a lot going on with them. You're not sure what's going on, but they're nice. They're cool, man. When you have a really complex logo on a shirt, it looks pretty legit. You know?
Yeah, hella, bro, that's for sure. Now, where did you who did your whole design? Did you got that done through somebody, or did your brother do that too?
No, so I was talking to Justin, and he's like, he got his design on, I think it was 99 Designs.
Okay.
Yeah, 99 Designs. So basically, it's a site. You go on there, you pay like, I think it was like $400, and you say what you want, like your company name, what you do, and basically you choose like different pictures or colors that you like, and then a bunch of people send you their designs, like a bunch of designers overseas or anywhere in the world. And then you choose like your top like 10, and then you ask them to change something, and then you choose like your top 3, and then you choose your top 1. And then finally with your top 1, you do like final back and forth until you get exactly what you want.
That is freaking neat.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not great. I had a lot of stuff like literally they like, you know, they went into Word and like copy pasted a picture online and put 514 Reptiles and like showed me, you know. But I got this one guy that kind of gave me this idea with like a W with, you know, with the snake. And I just basically had him like cut him up and change things around, different colors of what I want, add a tongue to it, add a tail, and it worked out. So yeah, 99 Designs. But I mean, if you know what you want, you can just go on Fiverr and like ask somebody to do it, or someone local.
Yeah. Like, I kind of treat my design artists as like people who cut my hair, like you're a lifer, you know, like I'm going to always go back to you. You know what I mean? Like, not,
yeah, bro, for sure.
My hair's premeditated. Like it didn't just happen. You know what I mean? Like I fucking worked for this shit.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, bro. I feel you. I know.
No,
nothing just happens.
The guy who designed mine he used to do all my flyers for when I DJ'd. I used to throw a bunch of parties. So he used to do all my shit. And I caught him right before he moved to Amsterdam for some crazy gig that he was doing. And I never heard this was like 2 years ago. I never heard from him again.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I haven't seen any like he's missing posts, but he just doesn't respond to his Facebook. No one's heard from him. Like he just dipped out. Like, I don't know. So, well, but I have a backup guy now. So
yeah. So, yeah, your logo's sick. I see it right there. I actually didn't realize it was half snake, half face up until like a month ago.
Yeah, and a lot of people know that. And then when I show like my picture of my passport, which a lot of people think it's my gel photo, which it wasn't. It's my photo. Dicks. Yeah.
That's where that side. That's what the picture's from.
Yeah.
Photo of yours. Yeah.
Passport photo. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Wild. So yeah, man, creativity, man. It's one thing that stands out about you to me is you're not doing stuff that everyone else is doing, and then it really shows in your YouTube channel. That's why I brought your YouTube channel up, because man, when you're just natural and you're being yourself, that's unique in itself, right? When you're just being who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only one Khalil, right? There's only one MJ, right? So I mean, it's hard to mimic that. People could copy the things you do, but it's still not the same shit coming from the person, right? So
yeah.
I mentioned that and I bring that up because there's just people who have YouTube channels where I could see that they're trying to act like somebody else. And it's like, yo, can you either stop or show snakes? You know what I mean? Like, or you know what I mean? Like, so not to be a dick. This is my, my criticism to anyone who wants to do YouTube out there. If you want to grab someone's attention, just fucking be yourself. That's it. Be real.
Look, a lot of people are insecure about being themselves, and here's something that I realize is like,
True.
if you're yourself, there's a lot of people that are gonna hate you, and there's a lot of people that are gonna like you. I'm not saying hate you. There's a lot of people that are not gonna want to watch you, and there are a lot of people that are gonna want to watch you. You know what I mean? And you know that. Everybody that does it knows that. Some people they like to watch.
I'll still be myself. I will not budge for more views. I will still stay to be myself. Because dude, there's people who are like, yo, man, why do you, he's like, you should have way more followers than this. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I don't, because I'm fucking who I am, and that's what it is. And I mean, I do care because listen, I love anybody who joins this channel because it means something to me, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be fake. Like, I'm not gonna not cuss. Like, yeah, right. Get over it. Are you kidding me? Like, it's especially on the we get more complaints on the unfiltered channel more than on anything else, and the fucking title's unfiltered. It says unfiltered. Like,
So you get people that actually get pissed because you cuss?
yeah, bro.
Oh, really?
I think there's a lot of things that go into it. I think there's people that either don't want me to be around Desiree and Steven, like they're jealous that I'm close to them, or like who knows, but it's a lot of fucking, you know, it's weird. Like a lot of it went towards Des, like complaints about me, and then when she showed that she didn't give a fuck, it all goes into comments now. And that's why we stopped the live. Real shit. We stopped the live because there was people literally digging at us. And you know, and then started digging mostly at Des and Steven and shit, and we were like, "Fuck," you know. Just we weren't trying to sit there deleting stuff the whole fucking interview. It was getting really bad, and we got the fuck over it. So if anyone's curious why, because I do get hit up, why don't you guys do live on Unfiltered? That's why we don't do live. There's fucked up people out there who don't have lives. Unfortunately, the Smiths family is bigger than we thought, but we're still moving forward. No, it's not.
That's it.
Day by day, bro. You even told me why don't pay attention, and they're not even in your mind. It's like out of sight, out of, just keep it moving. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, you're gonna, if you really pay attention enough, you're always gonna have somebody talking shit. Always.
Oh, 100%, bro. There's always something.
Always.
Just look online how much people talk. You know, some guy will open up his company, he'll put up an ad on Facebook, and you read the comments, and it's always like ripping him. You're too expensive. You're this, you're that. People just have to talk shit about other people's shit. You know, go do your own stuff. Forget what I'm doing. You know, if you like it, watch it. If you don't like it, you know. Luckily on my channel, like I don't have any hate so far. Soon I'll probably get some, but so far I'm good. Like, you know, people are nice, and there's none of that, you know, bullshit comments and that kind of stuff. I haven't gotten it before. Like the first time that I did a video with Will at Will's place, it was on his channel, and I got a lot of heat on that video. There's a lot of people calling me like, just like, oh, this guy looks like a turtle. This guy looks like I don't know what. I think there were some people that said something like, that's the guy that sold a bunch of snakes with RI to people in the States. Like, I've never had RI in my collection or sold a lot of stuff to the US, because I'm mostly like, my collection has not been crazy enough to be like the stuff that I make to be sent to the US. You know what I mean? Because it's expensive to send to the US. Well, not expensive, but I mean, it's more costly than shipping within Canada. Anyways, a lot of people were mentioning this kind of stuff and writing that in the comments and stuff, but we just ignore them. And if you ignore them, then no one knows about them. But if you put them on blast, like I've seen some of your stuff, like people put you on, like they'll comment, you know. Yeah. But like if you put them on blast, they kind of got that feeling of why they did it. You know what I mean? Like they're doing it because they're trying to get that reaction out of you. They're trying to see, you know, they're trying to, like, they see you doing your thing and they want to be part of it, but they don't want, instead of being part of it in a positive way, they're positive in a negative way and try to get the attention. Yeah. But just fucking ignore that. You know, a lot of people do that online too, right? Like you'll message someone that's like pretty popular on Instagram and they won't reply to you, and it's something good. But if someone messages them something like, you know, something negative, they'll like repost it and like share. Like, why are you sharing that? Just share all the positive shit you're getting, you know?
Yeah. Well, because at the end of the day, man, like, I mean, I try to show as much positivity as I can, but when you have that one motherfucker who's like, yeah, man, you never know, someone might run up to you at a gas station and that's fucking hilarious to me, bro. That is some.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody telling you.
But the reason why I was sharing is how illiterate the motherfucker was. He couldn't even get out a legit sentence with making sense. And like, yeah, I can understand him, but dude, that is funny fucking shit. It's not because I'm like, I want sympathy or I want like, oh, whoa, wow. No, it's because look at this shit. Look at the kind of roasting I'm getting right now. Nobody can even fucking properly come and roast me. Like, I can find a million things to come roast me on. If you're gonna fucking roast me, come correct. Speak fucking English. Like, give me, like, dude, give me a reason. Dude, okay, here's the thing, bro. People like my sisters, they've always said this, like, stop responding. Well, give me a reason not to respond. Give me a legit, like, shut my mouth up. Like, and it takes a lot for me to shut up, but it's doable. It's doable. Yeah. But, speaking proper fucking, literally English is probably a good step. Like, do that first. And then let's see where you go from that. But fucking, I don't know, bro. It's at the end of the day, less is more. You pay less attention, the less you really give a fuck about it. And that's that. You like I said, man, it's a mental thing.
Yeah, of course.
It's all mental. Keep yourself busy. It's self-care type shit, man. And like, dude, that's why I like to keep people like you and other people close to my circle who keep me reminded why not to put attention to that type of shit. I appreciate it all the time when you tell me, bro, just ignore it. Because I do digest what you're telling me, and I'm like, all right. And I
I get where you're coming from, right? Because I was in it not long ago. Like I was in it that I still remember it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and I used to give in to that stuff. I used to give in to people trying to like put you down, the negativity online. And like, there's people that are still where I was at like 6, 7, 8 years ago, right? In terms of how they feel and like having to put that shit online and say all that. Just ignore it. Because at the end of the day, it bothers you. You know what I mean? They put it out there anyways. But the minute that they stop getting attention, then you don't hear from it.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just still not that one to fuck with, though. I mean, don't give me a reason.
Yeah. I want to start blasting you. See if you'll put me on blast on your page.
I'm not 6 years deep like Khalil. I'm in his prime where he was, where I'm just fucking, I care about a lot of shit and I'm roasting motherfuckers for it. So, no, I feel like I'm at the end of my career on that. Probably not, but I'm like, I kind of get the whole big picture now, especially a nobody. Like, I look, there's no counts out there. There's people who literally don't count for shit. Like, no matter what the fuck they say, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, something that you coming out of your mouth or like somebody I'm close to, like if you were to put me on blast, that would matter a lot to me. That would change everything, right? That's the kind of shit that should matter if there's somebody close to you who have a certain way of feeling.
Like, you'll get negative comments from like people. It's like user 98734, and it's like, what? Like, you don't even have a name on here, Who cares?
That's you know where the whole fuck Bob Smith thing came from, right?
No.
Oh God. Okay. So there's a whole family, as you can see here. There's fucking Bob Smith, there's Kara Smith, Tabitha, the pet tuber, and then conservation Carl Smith. So this is a family of people. They're all fucked up. They're all like definitely against whatever it is that you're doing. They're all haters. And let me explain what the Smith thing is. Okay. So we fucking got an email. So the first episode that we got Desiree and Steven to come on, okay, that next day, Desiree got an email to the Cold Blooded Cafe website, like the actual website, right?
Yeah.
And it was from a Bob Smith, okay? So this is from a Bob Smith. And Bob Smith was basically saying, I think the podcast is a really good idea with the guest you're bringing on, but you have to do something about this MJ. All he does is cuss. He complains. He talks about other people's genitals and like, went on a fucking rant about shit about just all about me, like how fuck. And then the last thing they wrote is, if you ever want to keep my business, you better get rid of MJ, or I'm not gonna watch your podcast, or I'll never do business again. And I woke up to that email being snapshot by Desiree, and it was sent to my fucking text, and I read it. And my heart sank because I'm like, fuck, dude, like, really? Like, this whole time I've had Forrest on, no complaints. Now that fucking Forrest is gone, Desiree's on. And Desiree, like, she's operations, dude. She's in charge of all that shit. So, and she's super about business and the brand. So I was concerned. I was like, dude, Desiree is either going to tell me how to act, or she's going to say, yo, we need to stop the podcast. I was just ready for some negative shit to go down. And I was like, this isn't good. But then I was ready to respond with some real shit. Like, if Desiree's, yo, Mike, stop cussing, I would be like, I can't stop cussing. Like, that's my response. But then again, I'd rather have her on than jeopardize whatever the fuck, So either way, she sent that to me, and nobody responded for like 3 hours. And I was just like I was sweating bullets because I was waiting to what she was gonna say after that. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. That's one less customer I need to deal with. And I was like,
yeah.
Hell yeah. So she's like, keep doing your thing. Yeah. And she's like, you're doing good. Just keep doing your thing. And when I knew I had her support, and Steven was down, bro, then fuck, dude. Like, yo, it's unfiltered, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bro. 100%.
It came from a Bob Smith, which guess what? It wasn't a real email. It turned out to be fake. We tried to give a legit response, and it turned out to be undeliverable. Like it was a fake email. And it was a Bob Smith. Way to be creative with the name Bob Smith.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like that's the name that you get whenever you buy a phone, I think, or it's like
or
I think when you
the default. That's something that on a sticker or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that sticker that comes when you buy a phone. It's like something Smith or something, or Bob Smith, or.
And you know about the Karen in America. You know who Karen is, right? There's a Karen Smith happens to be her last. And then you happen to know who Tabitha the pet tuber is. There's a pet tuber named Tabitha. Not her name Tabitha. It's more of a figure of Tabitha the pet tuber, but pet tuber who happens to rescue animals and they die the next week and they don't publish it later. Tabitha. And then Conservation Carl, who's there with the clipboard to make sure that you're putting everything into conservation and why you shouldn't keep animals. Basically, the PETA fucking mascot. Anti-pet. Don't keep anything. Why are you keeping this? It belongs in the wild. So that's the Smith family in a whole. I'll put that out there one more time. Fuck the Smiths. I don't fuck with any of them. And there's Bob Smiths. They're everywhere, bro. That's the thing. They're everywhere.
One thing you spoke about the conservation, the people with the
conservation.
The conservationists like always talk about like they belong in the wild stuff. But I want to say it to whoever's watching right now. Recently, there was someone that posted they did a research on how ball pythons coming out of Africa are mistreated and the hobby, and it's like basically like a full-on war against our hobby, right? Yep. And a few like big channels online, like advocacies, picked it up and it was being shared. If you're in the ball python industry, don't share it and say like, look what these guys are sharing, I'm pissed off, or go like tell them off or go explain. Don't give them any visibility, Very
good point, bro. Very good.
You'd be surprised how much you're helping them. As soon as you share your post, it bumps them up in the algorithm. As soon as you put it on, you show 20 people, one of them is gonna repost it. Yeah, you're sharing it to people that care about ball pythons, but you're also giving them exposure. You're giving them free marketing. Don't do it. Just ignore that shit.
Dude, I'm glad you brought that up. You know how I was talking about how I don't take down stories that I post? Like I got to fucking take it and just post it.
Yeah.
There was one story I highly regretted because I thought exactly what you just fucking told me right now. And there was a crazy ass fucking chick. I want to call her so many names, but I'm not. I'm going to be respectable. But this chick fucking literally posted something saying, if you want to get a snake to stop biting you, you fucking spray Lysol in its mouth. Did you see that?
I think I saw you sharing that.
And I deleted it because I'm like, great, I'm giving this you know what attention right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to give this fucking chick attention.
No.
She already has 100,000+ fucking followers of like people who think she's a queen or a god. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's nuts. It's like, dude, YouTube's a whole nother world, bro. She has a huge YouTube following. Huge.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people do. Like, it's like if you look, there's a lot of people with huge channels out there.
Oh yeah, bro. YouTube is insanely big. It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Like anybody, Google right now how many daily YouTube, how many YouTube users are, how many active users there are daily. Like YouTube, what it is, it's a search engine, right? Like just like you type in keywords, and that's why when you're making your videos, for example, you gotta type in all the right keywords because people later on come and search. And they're going to get your videos. So like Google, you're going to get images or you're going to get websites or you're going to get videos. YouTube is a video search engine. That's what it really is, So it's huge. It's another Google platform,
And every platform matters. I'm telling you right now.
Oh yeah.
Before Forrest left us, he was like always bitching about YouTube. And I was like, bro, regardless how you feel about being on camera, YouTube is still YouTube. Like it's still a fucking platform.
And it's amazing marketing platform. A lot of people, I see them ripping it, like ripping into YouTube and like, oh, I'm gonna become a breeder and go on YouTube. But like, okay, sorry for doing marketing for my own company. Like I'm marketing my shit. I'm getting in touch with my customers and people that want to see what I'm up to. I do it. Look, I watch, like for example, I watch a lot of guys that have like farms that take care of their farms on a daily basis, or like they have a ranch. And now like I have an idea of building a greenhouse, like a giant greenhouse, you know. So I watch that kind of stuff. So if I want to see other people do that day to day in their lives and learn from that, why won't people want to see what I do with my ball pythons? You know, what I do with my collection. I used to love watching Ozzy Bites or Justin Kobilka videos or Brian Barczyk videos. I still watch Brian Barczyk videos every single morning. 9 a.m. every single day I watch them.
Yeah, it's like having that, like I fucking still watch Home Improvement all the time. It's like my favorite fucking TV channel as a kid. And the one channel I could still watch because it's originated from this man is fucking Snake Bites Television, Brian Barczyk. Because everything stemmed off this guy, bro. And here he is still putting the same content he was putting out 10 plus years ago with the same amount of energy, if not more. And then look at his place, bro. Yeah, bro. How amazing was his place? We both experienced.
Yeah. His place, the Reptarium was sick. Like everything was nice. Everything was good. Everything was healthy. It's like, it was actually a sick place. There's so many sick animals, and he has also a very good taste in what he chooses to have there. No, that's good. I was happy that I got to go see it. Like, we missed Tilney, but then like out of nowhere, I think it was like Miguel and KB, they called Will and they're like, yo, come up to Michigan and like, we'll go see the Reptarium the next day. Miguel ended up flying back out, but we made it. No, it was good. It was worth it. But that's the thing, watching Brian nowadays, like, it's not the same. When I first started, I used to be like, oh, what is he hatching? What's coming out of it? Now that's not what impresses me, but just seeing his energy and what he still does for the hobby and what he's up to, just kind of, I don't know, starts my day,
How about seeing it in person though?
Yo, he's insane in person. Super nice. You would even like, he talks to everybody like he's known them forever, and he'll give you, we were in there like everybody was bombarding him, and he was just giving everybody, talking to everybody, like bringing out animals, the alligators, and just chilling out. And no, he's legit. I talked to Brian. I message him and stuff like that. Man, he's legit. Brian is legit.
He's as legit as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, I started because of him. That's the reason why I started. I started watching those videos, so I can't hate on that. I know there were some issues in the past about stuff that's happened, but I mean, I don't give a fuck. It is like now is now. No one was born perfect. You can't judge somebody now because of what they did 6 years ago, 8 years ago. Like fuck everybody, like people change, people grow.
You can judge based on how they react off of it.
Yeah.
And judge what they do with it. Yeah. And Brian, as soon as I slow down. I got into the reptiles through Instagram first. That created the page. As soon as I got into fucking reptile pages on Facebook is when I discovering hate for Brian.
Yeah.
And I was already following him. I already thought like, I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of breeders I've been obsessed with, how I found out like, damn, there's actually dirt on them. Like there's shade. Well, dude, I mean, like you said, nobody's perfect, especially if you've been doing something for 20 plus years, 30 plus years. What are you, a fucking perfect student? Always like, come on. No, dude, there's shit that it's not going to go well, but there is opportunities on what you do about it. Like, what do you do based off the shit that's coming your way? And Brian has fucking bounced off any like he's taken so much hate, but did not let him stop what he needed to do with his shit.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't stop him. I hope it doesn't. I mean, I know he's been talking about mental health lately and stuff like that on his videos.
The corona's not like it's, dude. Remember I was telling you I was having
it's getting to people, staying in.
I'm telling you right now. Thank you, Khalil. Thank you, everyone who watches this. I look forward to Thursday so much because ever since I got laid off my job, like, I love my animals, love my wife, but dude, this is the shit I look forward to. Like, this is my happy time, man. And
bro. You got to do it.
I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea, man. This is a great time. And also to backtrack what you said too, man, no matter how glorious somebody's Instagram page looks, you never know what they're really going through on the back end.
Of course.
You don't. Like, you know what I mean? And it's strong of somebody to keep their shit positive. Like, that's, like you said, you don't want to inflict your negativity to nobody else. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
And that's honestly, that's you being not selfish. You being fucking, you're looking out for the people who fuck with you. You feel me?
Yeah, of course, bro. The more, if you put that out, you're gonna see more of that. You're gonna feel more of that. You're gonna feed it, right? It's like a, I don't know, think of it as a person. There's a positive person, negative person. The more you use it, the more you're gonna be feeding it all that energy, and it's gonna keep, you know, it's gonna keep sending that back to you. So just share all your good shit. Always find something in your day that's good. See, so I used to have a problem with that. When people used to tell me like, "How are you?" and I used to like, so when I had my restaurants is stressful. I have employees 24/7, the airport, rules, regulations, payments. You know, like it's a like it's a shitload of work, you know. And people ask me like, "Hey, how are you?" And I went through a time where like I was going through like, you know, depression, mental health, anxiety, and people would be like, "How are you?" And I couldn't find it in myself to say like I'm doing good, you know, like blah blah whatever. And if my brother would tell me like, "Why don't you say something good?" You know, he's like, well, I'm like, I don't have anything good. Like I had a bad day. What am I supposed to say? But slowly, it's not about how your day was. It's finding that little bit of good that happened during the day, or a lot of good, whatever it is, and putting that on the pedestal, putting a light on that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you know, whatever. You go to some shit that day, but like, you know, you had a couple of good things. You're able to get up, walk, talk. You know, look, like see with your eyes, and that's enough. You know what I mean? You're blessed to have that. Last year I was going blind, right? Like I woke up last summer and I had 80% of my vision was gone. So I got up, I called one of my boys, he's an optometrist. I'm like, yo, I gotta come see you, I can't see. And I drove out and he's like, yo, you got macular edema, like you're good, like you need to go see somebody right now. I went to see a specialist and he's like, you can probably lose your vision in 3 years. I'm 34, I was 33.
Too soon.
So right. And then after that, it makes you like get up and be like, yo, like just seeing, you know what I mean? Like just seeing, breathing, and being in this environment. Like a lot of people say now, like, oh, America is not free. America is this, America is this. You can see all that shit, but you can see all the opportunity as well that you have here that you can take advantage of. You know what I mean? And just give praise to that. Feed that, and that's going to come back to you, you know? Give that to your channel. Show everybody what you're doing, what you're up to, and just gonna keep getting better.
I mean, the closest I ever felt to the community is ever since I started putting content out. And I tried putting content out on the snake trap stuff, and that was cool too. But like, I mean, the whole headache with like, dude, I'm a perfectionist, right? And like, obviously, I seen fucking Brian Cusco's videos, Brian's videos. And I just can't handle putting out bougie videos. I tried. I put out some videos that I tried my best to edit, but they're not up to my fucking standards. And
right.
that plays with me. That's a huge, like, you know, I don't know why. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? And I honestly, at the end of the day, was not enjoying doing it. And you should enjoy what you're doing, right?
100%.
And I wasn't enjoying it. This right here, I fucking love and I live for. Like, this is an enjoyment I feel like I'm niched for, and I want to do it. But ever since doing it, man, I finally feel like I'm giving something back. Because guys, let's be real. I haven't been the most positive motherfucker ever since I came into the community, right? But I've obviously caught it and I realize it. But I've also want to make sure that you guys realize that I would love to pass down any shit that I know down to you, man, because that's how you got here, right? And that's how fucking that's how Will got here. That's how fucking a lot of people got the fucking game from somebody else. The game gets passed down.
100%.
You know what I mean?
It gets passed down, and then I'll take whatever you'll take from me. I'll take from you, and I'll just work. I'll change it a little bit, and I'll keep adding to it. I'll make it better. You'll take something, you'll make it better, and that's how it works. A lot of people think that if another person succeeds, like Will, for example, whenever he started helping me out, he set me up for success. He started telling me how to buy my animals, how to buy my products, how to buy, how to buy into the projects. Now I'm doing good, but now I'm buying more stuff and I'm teaching other people and they're buying more stuff and then they're breeding. You know, people message me every single day, but like, yo, I'm going to start breeding. Just yesterday, I sold the snake. The guy messaged me. I'm like, he's asking me questions. First thing I do, like, what do you do right now? Do you breed? You have them as pets? What are you looking for? He's like, yo, it's going to be like, I have one other one. It's going to be my second snake and I'm going to start breeding, And a lot of people came from YouTube. I didn't expect. I got so many people from YouTube that I didn't have on Instagram, and they started messaging me after I put up my YouTube and like, yo, we're gonna get into snakes, we're gonna do this. I have friends, a lot of my friends that hate snakes, like hate snakes.
That's
saw
great.
that I've been doing it for 4, 5, 6 years, and now they're subscribed to my YouTube and subscribed to my Instagram. And they used to they can't even see snakes. And I asked him, this is actually one of my boys. Like he's also my accountant, but he's like one of my boys, Paul. And I'm like, and he started following me on Instagram, and he hates them. And he's like, I'm like, why'd you? It meant something when he did it. I was like, why'd you follow me on Instagram? He's like, because legit, bro, I've been seeing you like hustle and kill this for the past like 4, 5, 6 years, and you're so passionate about it. You're doing so much with it. Like I wanted to see what it's all about. You know, like I wanted to be on your Instagram and see what you're posting, what you're doing, bro. It's rewarding. You know what I mean?
It really is.
Yeah.
And I think one thing that's really rewarding to people in this hobby, especially, is when people follow them. Especially like when you follow somebody, right?
Yeah.
You have 30 fucking thousand followers, bro. Pfft, a lot.
Yeah.
You have 412 people that you follow.
Yeah.
Respect. But what does it take for you to follow somebody? Let's be honest, because I know you'll be honest about it. So what does it take for you
For sure.
I want to follow this person?
So on 514 Reptiles, most of the channels that I follow, like I'd say 99.99% are all snake or all ball python channels, accounts, right? Because when I go on my Instagram, like for snakes, I just want to see other snakes. I don't want to see people's political views. I don't want to see people's asses. I don't want to see people's kids. I don't want to see their cars on that channel. I just want to see snakes. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see your kids. I don't want
No, especially, I don't want to see that, right? That's the same thing for my personal one. Like personal one is if you start sharing like a lot of like, shit that I don't like seeing in your face, this, whatever that I don't agree with, doesn't mean that I hate you. I just don't want to see it all day, and I won't be following you. That's what sucks. My personal page, actually, most of the people that I follow are not even my friends. I follow just like car accounts and like plant accounts and shit like that. And yeah, that's the only reason. And sometimes too, I just don't have enough time to look at accounts, to know I'm going to follow you or not. And a lot of times I'll start following somebody when they message me, and we'll chat back and forth like on Instagram. And then one day I'll be like, let me like check out their account. And I open it. It's like all snakes and stuff. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, cool. Like it's a snake account, and I'll follow them,
Mm-hmm.
But if one day you're posting like, giving your kids a shower in the bath, and then the next day you're posting your ball python, like I don't want to see that. I'm not going to follow it. Straight up. I mean,
hard pass.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, fine. What made you want to follow me? What was it that said, fuck it, I'm going to follow this dude? You recall? I remember seeing you and I was like, oh my God, he's following me, and I lost it. I was pretty stoked, but
I didn't I saw a bunch of snake stuff. Just a bunch of snake stuff. You weren't like, you just had all animal shit. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't seeing any bullshit. Like it was either like, I love condors. Like I don't have any GTPs or emeralds and shit like that. Like I'm not into it right now because I just don't have the
timeout.
Discipline. What?
You love chondros?
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like one of the main reasons what I wanted to, I always joke with you, was actually want like a sick setup for like a display animal, but I know you hate on that.
Wow. Okay, listen. Is there a time frame? Is it just like, when it happens, it happens? Because like, here's the thing. I don't think I could produce an animal sick enough that you'd want for me to like ball python wise. I don't think there's a ball.
Why?
Because you're too. You're on a whole reset. Like
No. It doesn't.
I'm too codom, bro. I'm a codom.
Nah. I like codom. I do a lot of codom shit. No, I like no. Don't say that. I like
people sleep on me because I'm a codom guy. I'm telling you, why are you sleeping on me?
Let me tell you something. Some of the sickest shit that comes out of this hobby is for guys like not big guys. There's a lot of small guys doing some pretty wicked stuff, man. So no, it's not because you're gonna make, you're gonna make some shit that I'm gonna want. It doesn't have to be the craziest, most advanced stuff, but you'd be surprised how much a couple of simple genes stacked together can do.
I wouldn't want to sell you anything that's a weenie. Like I would want to sell you something that's like you're gonna post it probably once a week. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
But you would do that with a chondro. So
wait.
All I'm trying to say is let me produce you a chondro, please.
All right, for sure. I got you.
Well, how does Canadian shipping work? Do they look at your record?
No. I gotta do. You gotta do. It's complicated. You gotta do a CITES. I gotta send you paperwork. You gotta fill up the CITES and then ship it. And the condos that might be even harder, but we'll figure it out. We'll get something. There's some big shipments that are always coming in. I put my snakes on there and I bring them in.
What I would do though, if this was something serious you'd want to do, I would send you like a year-old established fucking like something
sure.
that's like already flossing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're delicate motherfuckers. They are, but even when they're delicate, once you get them dialed in,
they're
fucking good to go. I just hate shipping young chondros. Like I hate it. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like even with I only have 7 left. The other ones are like fucking they ride it out dead. They were just rotted out. But I have 7 chondro eggs left that are ready to pip like any day, and I probably won't sell not one of those for like the first year. I'm gonna raise those. I'm gonna raise all up because I want to see them. I don't want to, you know what I mean. I want to see what it's like, and that's even if I get 7. I should fucking knock on wood, man. But if you ever, you collect your first chondro, things go well. Would you like? I mean, because they're kind of they're an addiction. Like, would you see yourself owning more than one chondro? Like, do you see it like ever progressing, or is it TBD, or you're like, nah, I just want one as a pet?
Fuck, I don't know, man. Like,
is your chondro breeders in Canada? Like, I mean, I can't know off the top of my head, but do you know any big breeders in Canada that breed chondros?
There's a few big breeders. No, we don't have the same heat that you guys have down there, but there are some pretty cool stuff up here. I'll send you some pictures later of some guys that have them up here, but it's nothing like the crazy. Like there's Emeralds, there's Marcial Mendez, right? Am I saying that right?
Marshall.
I
thought it was Marcel as well, and then of course Stephen fucking correction boss came. You've seen his name. Right. It's Marshall.
It's Marshall.
Oh, and by the way, conservative Carl came from him. He is. You got to check it out. I'll give you a clip on Unfiltered, but there's a character that comes out of him. It's his alter ego.
Okay, I gotta watch it. Yeah, so him. Well, I also think like, what nationality is he? Where is he from originally?
He's white. He's as white as it gets. He's
really okay. I just thought like he's some sort of like.
But he's
Spanish,
he's a big kid though too. Like he's fucking like 6'4", 6'3".
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, and he's big. And he's about to turn 20. He's a young motherfucker, bro. Like he's like, you don't see too many cats at that age working with the animals at that caliber. Like this dude's.
How old is he? I thought he had like kids and shit.
No, Steven's. So he turns 20.
Oh, not Steven. I'm talking about Marshall.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Marshall has kids for sure. He has 2 kids. He has a daughter and a son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually go to the Unfiltered Reptiles link and you actually check out that. Actually, I did him too. Marshall Mendez has fucking talked about how he got into chondros first and then ball pythons. It's the other way around. Like a lot of people getting like me, I got into ball pythons and ventured off into chondros. Well, he only got into ball pythons because he knew there was money to be made.
Yeah.
So that tells you like why would anybody want to get into a saturated market? You know what I mean? Like he knew where to play.
Yeah.
Now he's fucking dude. He produces the best ultra mills
bro. His ultra mill games. He used to make ultra mill clowns. They're pretty dope.
Dude, stupid, bro. Do you have any ultra mills or not?
Yeah, I just got a pair. Ultra mill het pieds. That's it. Just raising them for next year.
Ultra mills het pieds.
Yeah.
Woo! That's how come Will hates on pieds so much?
He doesn't, but he doesn't like him because they don't have enough pattern or you can't see enough. Like I get what he's saying, but they're still dope as fuck. Yeah, like you look at something, you see a bunch of like super orange dream, Enchi leopard fire, pie, and you're like, how do you tell? But like that's what makes it. It's just sick. Like you look at the pies that Ozzy's making and Justin are making, and like it's fucking sick, bro. It's, and like you haven't even tapped that. Like you don't see many dark gene pies, right? Or even mixed together. Like wait till you see like black pastel, yellow belly, super OD fire pies, Or you do blackhead when you get like full pattern, and you put like orange dream to get like some reds and some flames on the side. Like there's so much shit to do. We haven't even scratched the surface. Like we haven't even scratched it.
Can I damper this with some codon pied real quick and tell you what I'm
go for it?
Okay.
Talk to me.
All right. So my first clutch that laid that's due on the 30th of this month was the sire was a banana pied.
Okay.
Okay. And then the bred to a calico leopard 100% het pied.
That's sick. Yo, have you seen the calico pieds?
No, what's up? Who has them?
Fuck, I don't know who has them, but they're if you look at a real calico pied, like it's legit.
Hold on. Let's
What
see.
it does to the side, like it's very legit. And banana's sick. Like, yo, banana, people hate on bananas, but banana is sick.
Oh, bro, why? How do you hate? It has potential. Like, look
There's-
at banana and the fucking clown. Like, like it does. I mean, obviously, it could be repetitive on certain shit, but let's be honest, you can't hate it. Banana's here to stay. Banana's not going anywhere.
There was a lot of like, you know, issues with the whole sex, you know, like males, like male makers will make only male bananas and stuff like that. But that's over now, and it kind of stuck around a little bit. But it's still one of my favorite. Like, yo, I love hatching banana combos. It's one of my favorite things to hatch. Like, they're sick. Out of the egg and just the way they look when they shed, like bananas are sick. There's so much to do with that, you know.
It doesn't get old, dude. I fucking love watching a banana come out because they're so weird. Like they're so like they're the craziest looking fresh out of the egg. It's like they're purple. They're like, you know, it's like it's a color, bro.
Yeah.
And banana is one of those pioneer fucking morphs that the reason why I even got in this game. I owe my shit to banana for sure. Banana and pied were the morphs that made me realize I need to fucking this has to be a part of my life.
Yeah.
Hands down. And then obviously it led into other shit like look at I remember seeing pastel highways and just some bizarre shit, man. Like and but then I'll tell you, to be honest, bro, like the reason why I mean, you've been in this game 2014, right?
Yeah.
I don't know when the cutoff point was. I mean, it could have been 2016, but listen, I feel like there was a certain point where if you were in this game buying the right shit, you were fucking in it prime time. Not to say that right now isn't prime time, but like, for instance, look at Miguel with the Cypress shit.
Right.
Right. And then obviously look what the fucking OD God, right? Ozzy. We already know what Ozzy is with the OD, right? But like, what is it in your perspective? Where do you think the next morph's at? Like, where do you think the next morph that hasn't been popular that's gonna really blow this fucking hobby open?
I don't think I can answer that question. The reason why I can't answer that question is because it's just gonna depend on what the next person is going to do. Right? Like, so one thing you said whenever you come in, or Ozzy with the Orange Dreams, or like Miguel with the Cypress. Here's the thing, is a lot of people come into the hobby, or they're buying stuff, and they're buying like what's hot. And they're always chasing that, right? Like, oh, Cypress hot, let's make Cypress clown, let's make Cypress this, Cypress ultraviolet, Cypress lavender. Right. And they're always waiting for other people to market a certain product in order to jump on that train. But you'll never get ahead of that because there's always someone that's way ahead of you in that. You understand what I mean? Unless you're dropping big money. So what you have to do is get a product and work on it. You know what I mean? Dedicate a part of your collection to it. Dedicate marketing to it. Show it off. Build shit. Show people what you can do with it and market it. Create your own market. Don't wait on other people to create a market and try to jump on that train. Create your own market. Create shit that people are going to like, you know? Like Sentinel. I got into Sentinel like 2 years ago. One of my friends was getting out. I bought a 1.3 adults. They just finally bred for me this year, but I've been pushing it. Like, I think not like I haven't seen it. I haven't seen crazy shit done with it. I'm like, yeah, I need Sentinel. I'm going to try to start making all this crazy shit and make that the future, you know? So I can't tell you what will be the next thing, but there's a lot of like, what's cool now is it's not the single genes that are making a difference. It's all the combos that we're doing that are making a difference. You look at a single gene orange dream. Okay, cool. Single gene orange dream. But when you fucking start hatching like super OD, super Enchi, fire, yellow belly, you know, like some of the shit that Ozzy's making, it looks unreal. You look at it, you're like, holy shit, this looks insane. That clown that he made yesterday, the Pompeys that Justin made, all the DG and DG puzzles that Will is making, you know?
Shit,
like,
bro.
yo, you know, and like, yo, Will, like, you know, I don't know, like, he probably talked about this on your channel when Will was on, but when he started, like, Will's been doing this for 10 years. he passed like 4 or 5 years underground, not talking to anybody, just producing double heads and putting in the work,
Super
And
low.
then people see him now, like this didn't come overnight. He's been building it for 10 years. He's been building what he's going to market now for 10 years. He's been believing in his product and putting it forward, If you do that, you're going to succeed. But if you try to chase what's always out there, it's good to hop on the project, but don't try to always chase the next best thing. Try to also do your own shit. Put your own little twist to something,
Start the next best thing.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So yeah,
Don't you?
but I mean, if you're gonna ask me about hot jeans, like fuck, I love Cypress. I think Cypress is one of the nicest, things out there. DG, Sentinel, Blackhead, bro. I love Blackhead, and I'm gonna like, it's funny. I have this joke with Will. I'm like, people like Blackhead, Khalil, Blackhead. It's like I don't have that many Blackheads. Why? Is because I don't just put anything to Blackhead, right? Like I want to make sure what I'm making keeps that Blackhead look, that dark, high contrast, almost like satin look, So I've been being pretty, like I'm picking out what I'm gonna breed it with, That's another project, Blackhead. When I bought into it, I bought into it. The next year it crashed. I paid like $1,500 for a male. The next year they were selling for like $150. And then now slowly it's going back up in price because now all these combos are being made, the marketing's being, done, and
like the red stripe.
Yeah.
How that shit came out of nowhere and just jumped up in price. You know what I mean?
Red stripe was like a red stripe, leopard, spot nose. All those were $100 jeans. You can even sell them. All of a sudden, red stripe clown, boom! The next day you're selling single jean red stripes for $800. It's just the marketing. Everything is about the marketing.
Just don't give up with what you're working on just because the market's not where you want it to be at yet.
You'll never make what you want to get to if you keep jumping projects, right? Like write it down. 100. Write down what you want to make in 8 years
and stick to it.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I feel like Sentinel was something you've been working on for a while, right?
Well, Sentinel, like I got it the first year. It was the middle of the season. They were still like 1,100 grams. I didn't breed them, and then the next season, which was last season, none of them went. I had one. Like I had the male, he bred a pastel Enchi yellow belly, and I got a good clutch out of that. Like I've held back like 4 or 5 females from that. Will has 2 of them as well. And then this year I had one ovulate already. She laid, and I have another one that's due to lay in 10 days. And I'm waiting on like 3 other girls to ovulate from the male that I'm breeding to them. So not a lot, but still enough. I have 9 eggs plus the 6 animals that I have already.
Okay.
That's going to be dope. I'm putting it in clown, DG, hypo, all the double recessives with extra genes.
This year?
All the heads.
All the heads. Okay. So it's in creation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm working on that now. Like I might not be able to see some of the visuals in like 4 or 5 years.
But when you do,
it's going to be crazy. And people don't start shit because they think 4 or 5 years is a long time. But before you know it, 4 or 5 years pass by. And if you haven't started, you're still in the same space.
That's why if you think 4 or 5 years is a long time, you ain't gonna be here in 4 or 5 years. Bye.
I dropped out of college because I thought that 4 or 5 years was too long. I was like, I don't want to be in school for 4 years, blah blah, whatever. I left college, and then all my friends graduated, and I was still in the same place. You know what I mean? Like I didn't move forward.
I kind of regret leaving. I left school because I got hurt in baseball, and I found out I had to pay out of pocket for it. And I was like, "Fuck you!" I was like, "I have to pay for school now." So I had a full ride at University of Washington for my freshman and then my mid-sophomore years when I got hurt. So when I found out I had to pay all this fucking tuition out of pocket, I said, hell no. But there are other avenues I could have took, but I said fucking napes on school. And, to be honest, school's not meant for everybody.
No.
Like, I won't ever trade in my street smarts for book smarts ever in my life. I mean, I meet people, like, I'm not going to put my cousin's name out there, but I have a relative who fucking went to Berkeley, all this shit, and dude, honestly, she can never post something on Craigslist. She'll be robbed. Like so, she's just not meant. She doesn't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, I do feel like at a certain point at some people's life, I feel like education could help. You just have to have the reason to want to go. And I never had the drive to want to go to school only because I had sports. That was my drive because I had to fucking go to school. But what made you want to drop out of school?
Man, I guess I don't like the system. I don't like the way they taught. You know what I mean? Like I remember when I was in college, the teacher was talking about. I think I was like in linear algebra, and he said something, and I was a smart guy. Like I was in high school and stuff. I was an honor student. Like I had good grades, especially like I moved from here and I spoke zero English. Literally, I didn't know one word of English. And I
What
went
year
straight
was this?
97.
97. You came here when zero English?
Zero English. Zero. Just French. Zero English.
Now you have the second accent on earth?
What? I guess that's why I have the accent, right? It's like it's moving to all these different places. But I walked into junior high school. Okay, here you don't have that, right? There you go. You have in Texas, you have 2 years of junior high school and then 4 years of high school, right? Walk into junior high school. It was Eagle Junior High in Arlington, Texas. And I walk in, I go into this Texas history class, and the guy's teaching us about like Steve Austin. In my head, I think that's the wrestler. And I'm like, yo, he's talking about WWE. He's talking about like the Alamo and all that shit. And and I still was able to overcome the language barrier and do good in school. I don't have a problem with that. But then one day in college, I was talking to I asked one of the teachers, like, I don't understand this question. Like, I don't understand the formula. It's like tangent lines and all that bullshit. And then like he was like ripping me in front of the class, like making fun of me and shit.
Wow.
He's like, oh, you sure now you understood? Like, I don't know what he was saying. So I just like got up. I'm like, yo, fuck you. I just like literally got up. I'm like, fuck you. I just packed my shit and I left, and I never went back to school.
Yeah, that's a piece of shit way to leave school. Like as far as that idiot, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't regret it one thing. Like what I do, and I don't mind it. I've learned everything that I want to learn. Not everything. I'm learning everything from doing stuff day to day. You're never gonna learn how to live life through school. All the mistakes and the shit that you learn, like out on, I'm saying the streets. I'm not on the streets, but out in the real world,
experience is the best teacher. Like experience,
100%.
And experience isn't somebody telling you. That's like Google. That's like Googling shit. And the reason why I try not to get too vested into some stupid comments is because these fucking people are going off Google facts. For instance, I had somebody on my World of Snakes, like that big ass page, right? Okay, I got super stoked because they fucking reposted one of my baby emeralds fucking biting itself. And this is when I don't know if you've seen baby emeralds, but they're super red. They got, depending on the parents, they have certain white markings, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And, me being fucking what I had to be, I had to go through some of the comments, and I saw one guy saying, this snake has neurological issues like the spider morph with ball pythons. This snake is a morph of the emeralds. Okay, he called my snake a morph. My emeralds don't have morphs; they're localities.
Yeah.
Right. But dude, guess how many likes that fucking thing that comment had?
A shitload.
Like 90 likes. Guess how many comments saying really for reals, and like they were like really biting into it, like 60. Like it was nuts. And I was like, you got to be fucking shitting me. Like, I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, and I was reading more, and it was more like, oh, yeah, this snake doesn't know what it's doing. And like, I was like, wow, bro. Like, I almost, that page did reach out and said, hey, can I post this? It did, ask me. And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead, But then that it's like, I didn't know your fucking following was that YouTube channel where that fucking chick was fucking chugging down Lysol down that snake's throat. Like, I feel like that was the audience. Like, I couldn't believe it. But I don't know. It's what you pay attention to, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you're always gonna have that shit, especially some of those pages. Some of the people that follow them are not even there to look at. They're not even interested. They're just there to cause shit, just to like talk shit,
Really, man. But
I have a lot of those. I block them. People that message me like negative shit, I block them, bro. I don't even reply to them. I don't even open it. I don't show them the whole scene. I just block.
I'm starting to learn the power of just blocking versus responding.
You forget about it the next day.
Yeah, I sometimes will I will find the right motherfucker that I can respond to, but even that's a waste of time. Just block him. Just fucking block him. Block him, keep it moving.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning. It sucks. Because I really want to beat the fucking shit out of him. That's what I would love to do. I can't do nothing about it, man.
No, you can't. Who cares, bro?
That's why I'm really fucking pro. Like at these US auctions, they should have these fucking boxing fucking matches so people could, if you really do got a problem with somebody, like man up and let's fucking put some money on the line and let's donate it to the US Arc and then you guys could hug afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah, you can do some fighting,
It like held, dude. Like, even though Billy was like headgear, I don't want headgear. Like, Billy wants to low-key kill people. I'm just saying, like, let's get some fucking feelings out. You know what I mean? I don't know. Day by day, we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try to get in the council. Is it council?
For what?
I don't know. The like council of US Arc. Like, how do I get in the committee?
Oh yeah, the council. Yeah.
Council. Okay? So like, I could be like, hey, here's my idea. But they're gonna want some kind of Miguel money or some shit.
Yeah, no, you fuck some people up and shit.
We'll see what happens, man.
Hey, bro. Chris Graham is saying boxing matches were my idea. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with Chris Graham.
What do you say? Where's my idea?
Boxing matches were my idea.
It was not his idea, Chris.
He's a big guy. I wouldn't fight him.
I know, Chris. By the way, when I say this, I am not trying to fucking. It was not your idea, unless you can show me proof that this was your idea. All due respect, Chris. Dude, I fear his wife more than anything. His wife fucking makes me want to put long sleeves on and wear sweats every day because how fucking loked out cut she is.
Yeah, man.
I give it, dude. That's a power couple. If there's any power couple out there, it's the Grahams, man. I can't. I just. Waiting for Billy versus. Oh, come on, bro. There's no Billy versus JP. Dude, look at the last episode. Chris is late to the channel. Chris, go look at the previous episode. JP and Billy are like fucking. They're not best friends, but hey, they're homies again. Come on.
I don't know. Chris Graham, I'm with you on that one.
Oh man, Chris. Listen, Chris Graham. Have you met him?
No, I haven't met him. I watch his YouTube videos. I watch his channel. Like he's a funny guy, man. And like him is like, that's another thing that you see him like, jacked and working. I think he got a Viper recently, and then like his wife and like, but they work hard, man. They're working out. They're out hustling. They're out working. They're out putting in the shit, So it's good, man.
I'm just surprised he still talks to me because I've known this guy since like I don't know. I seen his transition and where he's gone. Like now he's about to go to Myrtle Beach and shit. Like,
oh shit, okay.
This dude's fucking killing it, man. And I'm just pretty happy for him, man. Like I think it's really awesome. But the biggest thing that I love about Chris is like, is the family partnership he has, right? It's him and his wife, you know? And like you could tell like him and his wife work with each other, and it's a big reason why they're at where they're at, And by the way, Chris, I don't know if you've seen this, but maybe a couple years ago, Chris Graham put out a fucking post or a story of God, this is so epic. He put tongs with a rat in his daughter's hands, like a little rat pup. Okay. And there was a snake with its head out. He's like, go ahead, feed the snake. And she's like, I'm trying. He's like, just toss it. And she goes, and it goes, and it falls behind the rat. And she's like, did I get it? And he goes, I think so.
Dude, you must have gotten some heat for that.
I probably. I don't know. I don't know. It was fucking iconic. I have him resend me that video every now and then, just so I can laugh my ass off. But yeah, dude, Chris is fucking sick. I love Chris. Good guy.
You see that video that he did unboxing his snake, and he did like when he throws it? You saw that?
Which one was that one?
So you know how like Brian Barczyk unboxes and he throws the boxes like, and he hits stuff, and it's always like like the foam or like just a newspaper, and then like he does sound effects like they hit shit. And then Chris Graham did one, but obviously it was a joke, and he threw a bag like he's doing it, and he threw a bag like hard into the wall, but obviously there was no snake in it, but he tossed it so hard. It just hits the wall and falls.
What episode was this?
It was a while back. Like, ask him. He'll probably send it to you. Oh my god, it was so funny. I remember it was funny.
Yeah, hey Chris, I want to see that shit because I can see that actually. Like shit like that is fucking so naturally funny with Chris, bro. Because it's like, what the fuck? But obviously, like. You didn't do it on purpose.
It was good. Yeah, it was like it was staged. You didn't actually throw a snake, but
like he wasn't like there wasn't a fucking snake in there. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's funny. But even with that, man, you'll see a bunch of fucking Karens in the comments like, it's not funny. You're fucking with animals. Shut up. It's a joke.
Dude, yeah. There's always someone yapping, bro. Like that's what it's like, bro. Like I want a legit complaint. You know what's crazy is like I'm not here for to debate anybody, but I would like somebody who doesn't agree what it is that we're doing to really bring a good argument to the table. Like bring something that you're really, really hard, like passionate and stand by about, and that would really let me fucking break down my wall and listen to what you have to say.
Yeah.
And that goes on any kind of aspects of level. Like people who don't like me to cuss, like give me a reason behind it, and I'll it's pretty fucking simple, like don't watch it.
But look, there are some people that are putting some good information. So that we spoke about it earlier. That guy that put out the research about like ball pythons in Africa and the trade and all that kind of stuff. I think we're pretty emotional and pretty sensitive to that subject because we're in it, right? Like it's like as humans, we're tribal, right? We defend our tribes. We take care of our own.
Yes.
So when someone tries to come in and like hate on what we're doing, we're gonna attack it, or we're gonna try to defend it and put up our walls. But I mean, there are some issues in not just ball pythons, in any industry, just keeping animals. There are some issues that need to be dealt with, right? And like there are some good points that they were making, but because we're in it, we kind of take offense to it, and we right away we put up our defense walls and like fuck you, you're trying to like kill our hobby,
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that's the thing, man. Like every time I don't want to say every time I fucking bring drama to the table, it's legit, but I just feel like it's not. I feel like to me, it's not legit with the thing that they're bitching about. I don't feel like their argument is even legit. Like I don't feel like it's fucking. Like I feel like it's just a reason to bitch, just a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it.
And then the thing is, I'm tired of those kind of fucking. I'm tired of those kind of fucking criticism. Like you're not even giving real fucking feedback. How does anybody grow off some bullshit fucking criticism?
Yeah, it won't stop though. Like that's why you gotta ignore it. Like I was talking to Will and some other people that were on the forums. Like what are some of the forums that were before like Facebook groups and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I heard there was crazy
bro, that was like crazy. He was telling me there's some crazy shit, on there, like
toxic shit in there going on. And even to this day, bro, Facebook, like, I don't last very long in a group. The only reason why I'm inside the groups I'm in now because I personally make sure I don't comment anything unless it's positive. Even if it's something so bad that you feel like you need to get something across, it's not worth it. Yeah. It sucks. And it sucks too because like, okay, cool, you're not here to learn. You're here to get fucking bashed on because you try to help the person out. Like there was a guy who literally blew up my fucking inbox every day since he got this fucking emerald that was an import. And the emerald ended up having a parasite, ended up having all these issues. But the whole time this guy's asking me for help and getting it treatment, he's posting a video on it and posting it every day on fucking Facebook. You don't even do that shit to a ball python, bro. Like you give the fucking thing time. Let it give that shit some time. Because dude, I tell anybody if I sell you a snake, let it fucking calm down. Like, dude, make sure it's settled. Shit or eat in a shit. Once you see it eating a shit, you're good. Go ahead and do what the fuck you want. But get those things. This guy got fucking RI, a parasite, all these bad things, right? But refused to just leave it alone. He got it treatment, but refused to just stop fucking recording it. And I'm like, and now it's been 2 weeks. We haven't seen one video of it. What do you think fucking happened? Yeah. What do you think? It's fucking gone. Yeah. So what do, dude? I wash my fucking hands, dude, with Facebook.
Yo, I won't give anybody advice until, I'll say that. Most people, I don't give them advice until I ask them, what have you researched? Like some people will ask me questions like, oh, this is, I'm like, okay, what do you know already? What have you researched? If I'm the first person, the first thing you came to, I'll tell you, go back and look online for some shit,
Or go back to the person you bought it from.
No. Look, I'm not. I don't necessarily agree with that because we're all here to help each other. But I also want to make sure that you're not just gonna like want my time for free and just give you all this information over. I've collected this information over time. It's cost me my time, my money, my experience, whatever it is. I'm not gonna just give it to you. Go research. If I see that you've done enough research, like a month ago, someone messaged me like, hey, what's the temperature? What can I put my ball python in? Blah, 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 whatever. I was like, what do you know already? And then he's like, well, no, I'm asking you. I'm like, go do your research and get back to me. He got back to me 3 weeks later, showed me the setup that he built. He's like, I'm ready to buy a snake and I want one from you. He's like, what can I buy? And then when he put it up, he's like, hey, humidity, what can I do to increase it? What about the temperature? You think that's okay? Right now I have it at 90. Is it good? But it's the same thing for you. If I would have told that guy, like, go do your own research first. When you know enough and you're doing enough, come back and see me.
Well,
But
I
that's
mean, my thing is like if somebody asks me, hey, my snake's not eating, and I'm like, yo, did you ask, like, when was the last meal it's had? If they don't know that much, that's a
Yes.
problem.
Yeah.
Like, I can't help you with the whole feeding thing if the own breeder and the thing is, it's not even the buyer's fault sometimes, even though they should have asked, but the breeder doesn't even inform them sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem sometimes is like there's fucking dickhead breeders, and not so much with ball pythons. It's like with other like import stuff. It's like it's pretty raw in that game, but then that's import shit. You got to understand what you're working with. But I don't know. I just feel like it's not. Go ahead.
I use that shit to like not gain a client, but like almost gain a friend. When I see somebody tell me I bought it from this person and they're having trouble, like I'll try to help them out. I'll ask them to do their own research, but also help them out. You know what I mean? Like, because I want people to get into it. I don't want people to get scared, bro. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I had 3 snakes. People used to not even talk to me. Who would have thought, like, I could be teaching somebody right now that has 2-3 snakes that in 5 years are going to have 160 snakes like me.
Yeah.
You can't see it like, oh, this guy has 2-3 snakes, I can't help him, or go back to the guy that you bought it from. Like, that's such an old, like some of these older guys on like, Facebook and shit, like, go back to the breeder that sold it to you. All right, fuck. It's like, take the opportunity to build a relationship with somebody like that,
I just feel like every time, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, you're 100% correct on what you're saying. And there are probably some gates I should probably open up and let down, but I just can't stand fucking people who just don't take the advice you take and they keep coming back for more.
But there's always going to be that you just ignore. You know what I mean?
I'd rather fucking don't come back. Like, yo, like, hello, stop.
At some point, like, fuck off,
I'm not as calm as you, Khalil. Like, I'm not as fucking like, I'm not, bro. And that's why a lot of people probably don't come to me as much. Because, like, I mean, I'm pretty quick with it. I had a guy ask me, hey, what kind of retics should I stay away from? I don't fucking know. Like, what do you mean with that question? Like, what kind of retics do you want? Ask me about that. You know what I mean? But it's like, there's people that literally want you to tell them what direction to go. Yeah. And like, bro, I didn't ask. I mean, I looked into morphs and shit, but everything I have is I looked at it, I loved it, I kept it. Done.
Yeah. But ask them a question. They ask you that, like, don't, like, I'm not telling you what to do, but like, just an example. If someone asks me that, like, what should I get? Legit, I'll make them talk, right? Like, what do you like? I'll listen to them. Yeah. Now they either tell me I don't know, and I'll be like, okay, well, I don't have an answer to you. Like, I won't even reply to that. Or they'll go and they'll research and they'll come back and they'll be like, this is what I like. You know what I mean?
But okay, what ball python should I stay away from? What are you gonna say, spider?
No, I won't. No, I'll tell you. That's
what python you like?
Like, are you asking me that, or like if
somebody asked you that, hey, what ball python should I stay away from? Because that was the question. What retic should I stay away from?
I'll tell them, like, well, stay away from is different than what should I get into. So stay away from, I'd be like, don't get into something that, make sure that you buy it from the proper breeder, make sure that it's healthy, make sure that it's eating, make sure it doesn't look skinny, and make sure that, you're going to get customer service with the animal that you're buying, and then buy whatever the fuck you want. Don't stay away from, I mean, obviously, if you get like a spider that has like twisting and circles and corkscrews, try to get away from that. But I mean,
no,
I don't know. I just changing it around, changing the way people ask you questions and shit,
I got to remember too, dude, I was once curious as fuck, and I once had crazy fucking questions, but I also did my research too. I don't know. Before I came to any breeder, I already knew the species and everything I was asking about. But listen, everyone's different. And listen, I'm with my boy who's going to be 100% honest with me, and this is why I'm talking about this stuff, because I will love this man's feedback. This guy is very calm and collective. I've never seen this guy rowdy, even though he has plenty of reasons to be rowdy sometimes. Am I right?
Yeah, I have my days, man. I'll tell you, we'll get on the call one day and I'll tell you my stories of what I used,
Give me your most rowdiest story. Come on, feed me one rowdiest story that you're like, fuck, this was like, and I'm not talking about the Facebook post I read.
No, I can't. I don't know. Some of the stupid. I can't even say them. I'll incriminate myself saying them on the you know.
Yeah, I try
I used to get mad. You know what I mean? I used to always want to react to people, almost like I had this I want to change the world. You know what I mean? And I just realized that I was the one suffering from it. You know, but you know what I see? You're talking about chondro people. They hate new people coming into it. They're so protected of their thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't even know. It's same with Emerald Gate people too. Oh my
exactly.
god, fucking snobs.
Ball pythons has changed, right? It used to be like that, and then slowly, those guys that hated, who's that guy that fuck, bro? He was on a wheelchair. What's his name? He's they did the puzzle shit.
Oh, dude, whoa, be careful. That you don't want to mention that guy's name, bro, because I don't. Okay, but there's drama with that motherfucker, Sean
Bradley, right? He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. He just got out, right? Now he's out of it, and he's still coming around and talking shit about ball pythons. But he just couldn't handle. He just couldn't handle new people coming into it, and whatever.
That's my boy Adam, Beach Bum Exotics. Hey, Adam, fuck that motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. Yeah. I got your back. I got my boy Adam's back. I'll tell you right now. I mean, I'm glad you went to a negative route with that guy. I thought you were gonna I don't know where you're gonna go with that guy's name, because I pretty much X that guy's name out of this fucking channel. But that guy's a real piece of shit. Sean Bradley, right? That's his name. Sean Bradley. Yeah. Anyway, if you see him, dude, kick him hard in his wheelchair. Really, really fucking hard. Yeah. Flatten his tires, and shove him down a fucking hill.
Oh my god, bro. I've heard some worse shit off camera from people telling me what to do with that. But yeah, no. But what's his name? Rodney Blackstein. He's saying desert, stay away from it. You know what? If someone fucking desert gene is nice, you know. I know the females can't lay eggs and shit, but if someone needs it as a pet, why the fuck not? It's nice, you know.
Hey, is there still some desert combos out there? Is there people working with desert?
Yeah, bro. There's some guys making desert combos. They don't they say it the females can't reproduce and stuff, and they still produce some of the males. They make some wicked combos. But I mean, at this point, if you're a breeder, you should probably concentrate on shit that's gonna sell easier, and it's gonna, there's a lot of cool stuff now that's gonna make wicked combos. You don't need to go there anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Chris is saying there's no such thing as stupid questions, just stupid people who ask questions. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't
that fucking Chris who just said that?
Yeah, there's no such thing. And then earlier he was talking about getting on AOL chat. Was that ASL? What was that? It was age, sex, and location, right? That's what it was?
No, age. No, well, AOL or ASL? What's ASL?
ASL, you know when you use when you're talking on AOL, you would send A/S/L. It was age, sex, location. Fuck, man. You remember MSN Messenger with AOL and shit, all those chats?
Dude, remember dial-up? Remember that fucking
bro.
You had to listen to that and you're like, what the fuck?
Dialing up.
But listen, AOL was when I first, used to chop it up with the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't Lily in the chat, man?
No, I'll probably get in trouble. But listen, I was a freshman in high school. But that was the underground. If you had homies and where's the parties and secret stuff, was on AOL Messenger, dude. Do you remember all the emoji? I mean, they weren't emojis back then. They're icons. I think they were called icons.
Yeah.
There was you could put icons next to your name. And then, one thing that I remember that I kept going with when I kept doing shit like that was with a BlackBerry. When you got a BlackBerry, there was BM Messenger. Did you ever do BlackBerries?
No, I never did BlackBerry. I never did AOL. I did MSN.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't do MSN, even though MSN was a whole nother, field of fucking messaging and shit. That was another outlet. But, back in my day, dude, it was fucking AOL. It was all AOL all day. And you had the go away message, the busy message, and
what were you doing? And if you're away for 10 minutes, it's busy or away or I remember girls that you're chatting with, you look online. When are they online? Are they away?
No, they were guy friends.
Yeah, exactly. I think Lily's gone. I think you're good.
You graduated 03, right?
I didn't graduate, but class of.
You didn't graduate high school?
No, so here's the thing about high school too. I don't actually have a high school diploma. What is it?
What?
Yeah, bro. Because so in '97, I sorry, when I moved back from the States in 2002, when I moved back to Canada, I had 1 year left. I had my senior year to do in high school there. And when I moved here, they're like, oh, you don't need to go to high school here because they have like 6 years and here we have 5 years. So you're technically straight into college. So I started college and then I dropped out of college. So I never got my high school degree, nor did I get my college degree.
But they were saying you don't need to go to high school.
Exactly. So because I didn't need to go to high school, yeah, I had, according to them, I had graduated, but I never got a diploma. So like,
So you're smart enough to be a graduate high school student.
so I have fucking nothing.
Where were you in a level of college? Did they make you go to sophomore year, or were you just like college? Like you have to go straight to college?
Yeah, just like first year of college year. It's a bit different here. And you have like 2 years of college and then 2 years of university, or 3 years of college and 3 years of university.
Okay.
So yeah, bro.
So school's
high school.
School's not in your future anymore. You're done.
Yeah, no. I mean, school, fuck school, like these institutes that you go to. Yeah, that's not in, but I'm learning shit every single day. I listen to a lot of audibles. I watch a lot of information like on YouTube. A lot of courses. I learn stuff, how to do stuff online. Like you always got to be doing this shit.
As far as schooling goes, I mean, this will be my last topic about schooling, but was schooling like at a high school with Canadians? Like, is that fucking something that everybody does? Like all Canadians go to university, kind of like how everybody goes to high school. Is it kind of normal that everybody goes to a university?
I think more people go to university here than like in the States because it's cheaper to go to university here, right?
And there's a lot more drug dealers in the United States.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. I listen. I got nothing at the house, so I am. Listen. I'm just saying. There's a lot of people out there who hustle and shit.
Yeah.
The government don't make money off of.
Yeah, and that's everywhere. But yeah, there's the government helps you a lot here. It's a very socialist type of government.
That's what I heard. I heard it's one of the best governments. That's what I've heard.
It depends. I think if you're lazy, it's good here. But if you want to hustle, the U.S. is better.
So if you're American, you'll like Canadian fucking government better.
Yeah, I guess.
If you're lazy.
No, not all Americans are lazy, bro.
I'm telling you, Americans are lazy. I'm telling you, Americans are lazy as fuck. Are you kidding me?
Not all, bro. There's some hustlers out there.
No, I'm not saying not every American's fucking lazy, but for the most part, if you were to put a percentage, bro, and I'm telling you this because how many different type of Americans I've worked with. Like, bro, yeah. I when I worked with Verizon, I worked in Texas, I worked in Washington. Like, having somebody sales driven is really, really hard to find in the United States, or at least in the West Coast. I don't fucking know. The only sales driven motherfuckers I knew were motherfuckers pushing weight because of the outcome. You know what I mean? But that's something you don't want to gamble. But I'm saying is, why do you think there's so many drug dealers in the United States? It's the easy way out. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Like, it's not that there's more drug dealers than there are fucking educated people. I don't know what the percentage is on that, but I do know off of watching Live PD, which isn't on anymore, but I learned a lot of other shit that, dude, everybody fucking in America for the most part, in every demographic, every city, there's a drug dealer, bro. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of fucking activity that's going on that the government's not touching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's people taking the lazy way out. And I know that because that's shit. It was easy money for so long.
Yeah. But in the US, if you want to succeed, you can. Well, here too, like you can't use that as an excuse, but if you want to hustle, if you want to do shit there, the tax laws, the way it works, like, it's made for you to succeed if you want to work hard. Here, if you don't want to work hard, you have the government paying for your medical shit. You'll get unemployment, you'll get help, you'll get assisted like food stamps, which actually the US has too, but there is a lot of help from the government, which in my opinion makes a lazy society. And the US is a bit different. The US is kind of everybody's really on their own, like the government's not always in your pocket, not always on top of you trying to, it's just a different vibe.
You haven't looked at California, bro.
But yeah, Cali, like, like, Cali's like Canada, right? Like a bunch of,
We're getting taxed like a
I don't want to offend anybody from Cali, but like a lot of hippies that just want to,
Yeah, tree huggers. It's okay. You could say it. Tree huggers. They're called tree huggers.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're not Texans. They're not They don't like American laws, bro. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I saw something on somebody compared like if America was a country, it showed like a weak individual that resembled an like a rotten avocado, and then it showed if Texas was a country, it showed like a guy with ammunition. Like, you know what I mean? It just shows that fucking California people, for the most part, majority wise. I don't know. Maybe I should stop.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, but
I'm gonna stop. I caught myself there. I was about to go into it, but listen, I did promise myself I'll keep the politics out, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, and I don't want to offend a lot of my fellow Californians, but I do feel like the Californians that are on here know what kind of Californian I am, and I love my country. But the thing is, there's a lot of people that bitch in this country that bitch for nothing. They're just bitching. They fucking complain. They complain and complain and complain. And they start shit, but don't have nothing. They don't put no work into it. They don't have no game.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna say about that, bro. I
feel you, bro.
It's tough, and especially right now, you got motherfuckers, businesses getting, I mean, there hasn't been any looting or riots. I mean, when was the last news clipping you seen of a looting and riot? I mean, that wasn't beginning of June.
Legit, I started watching that shit for the first week. And then I completely, I was following a couple of conspiracy theory type guys on my Instagram, and I just unfollowed everybody that's talking about that shit. Anything that shows riots, I got off TikTok. Just, I don't want to see any of that shit, man. There's so much.
But there's stuff you can't avoid.
It's been a week. I haven't seen shit about it. I don't even know if COVID is still going on right now. That's how much I don't watch anything related. Huh?
But it's calming down though. That's because it's really not, because there's shit to where if it's popping that much, you can't avoid it. There's things that pop up. Like there's even people close enough to you to where if they see something that scares them, they'll post it. But you're not seeing that stuff no more. It's dying down, bro. It's chilling the fuck out. And
that's good.
It's good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at that. Khalil, 2.5 hours, man. I mean, I could take 2.5 more hours of your time. I know you're beat. I want you to get some rest. You have been an amazing guest to this trap session. You have no idea. We talked about some amazing
great host. For sure.
It got me to settle down because I've been fucking itching myself because I want to see you and I want to hang out with you, and I feel like we hung out a little bit tonight. So
yeah, bro.
I think it'll get me by until the next Arlington show. When's the next show I'll see you at? Hopefully.
I'm hoping to make Daytona. That's in August.
Fuck. That's my birthday. I don't know. August what? What? Daytona's August what?
I think like 16, 17. I'm not sure.
Are you really going to Daytona?
I think I'd like to go. Ozzy keeps telling me he's gonna go. I should go down, so I might. I think he's vending.
If you can, listen. Tell me where you're booking a room. Maybe I'll book one close to it, and then we'll meet there. I don't know, but let me know. I don't know nobody going to Daytona, but if you're going there, I'll fucking go to Daytona.
Yeah, I think Will was talking about going as well, so I think we might go down to Daytona, and then hopefully Arlington. I mean, Arlington's my hometown, right? Like, that's where I grew up, so I'm gonna check it out, and then obviously Tinley in October.
Hey, can you talk to your boy real quick? What the fuck? Look, Jared, you
a little bit of Arlington. Yo, Jared. So there's a restaurant in Texas, and like Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington area called Chicken Express, Chicken E. The best chicken tenders you can have, mashed potatoes, corn, nuggets, all that shit. I love that place. I've literally flown down to Texas just to have that was my motivation to go down there. And last time Jared was going to Tinley, last October, I'm like, yo, can you pass by a Chicken E and just grab me a box and bring it to me, This fucking guy shows up with nothing in his hands. I'm like, yo, where's my Chicken E box? It's like $6. Where's my food?
Jared.
Oh, I couldn't do it. The plane was too heavy. I couldn't bring it on. I ate it or some shit like that. I fucking know what he said, bro. Look at him and shit. Jared? Here we go.
Come on, Jared. Bro, Jared, for one thing, why did you vote that you weren't going to be in attendance at this man's fucking interview? What was that all about?
Made me look bad. Made my stats were all going downhill.
Not even the stats. It's more like fuck MJ. Like obviously, it's like who the fuck wouldn't be here, right? What to speak your mind, Jared? Was it your fat fingers that hit no, or what?
No, Jared's good people. Jared's good people. Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, listen, Khalil, you're good people.
Thanks, bro.
You're on my
Thank
fucking
you.
super top OG, triple OG homie list, and I cannot wait to kick it with you again someday.
Thanks, bro. For sure, man. Soon.
We will medicate and we will
Yeah,
No.
we definitely.
we'll share each other's mindset. Obviously, more positive. That's what I want to go with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
You
I mean,
make-
I'll be in Cali soon, so I'll come see you.
Hey, listen, you got an extra room in the trap? Let me know.
Well, yeah, I gotta book that. I gotta go to Miami and I gotta go to Cali, so I'll book that.
514 Reptiles, guys. Make sure you go check out his YouTube channel, please. Link in the description below. But listen, this guy is the most natural, fucking coolest dude in the hobby. And definitely, if you check out his content,
Thanks,
you
man.
will not be disappointed because you're gonna catch a lot of fucking information off of it. So, Khalil, you're the man.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
We'll talk.
Thanks everyone for coming in.
round
thanks
two
for,
worthy.
you
Round
know.
two worthy. What do you think? Round two, maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right.
I'm up for it
Round two,
anytime you want.
you heard it from the man himself. Fucking Khalil, 514 Reptiles, round two worthy. Love you, man.
For
Talk to
sure,
you soon.
bro. Love you too. Bye.
Woo! Khalil. 514 Reptiles. I'm telling you guys, this is a really, really great episode because this is somebody who, like I said, he markets himself, but he's on the low key end, but yet he's not. He's a fucking force to be reckoned with. And it's awesome because I've been following him for since I've been in this game, and to see his progression and to see him be a part of this channel just means a lot to me, man. So shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. This was a great, like I said, I'll keep repeating myself, great fucking episode. At the end of the day, guys, we're all here to learn. I'm here to give you guys as much information as I can. So I'm not going to bring anybody to the channel who I don't look up to myself. Unless it's a Bob Smith and they're willing to come on here and fucking fuck with me one-on-one. But we'll see if that happens. But yeah, guys, please do me a favor. If you are new to the channel, you just watched 39 of you guys still kicking it. And there was a majority of 50 of you, but 39 of you. If any of you, 39 of you have not hit the subscribe button, just fucking hit it. Hit the subscribe button. Khalil just dropped some fucking heat. Subscribe, like, drop me a comment, man. Please tell Ozzy I said what up. Tell Ozzy I had his shirt on this fucking podcast, and he's the man. Dale Richards? Wow, Dale Richards in the house. Dale, where were you? Where were you at, Dale? You're just now waving? Man. Jared? Listen, Jared, here's a deal. I love barbecue food. You better not serve me the way you serve Khalil, okay? You do not have his shit prepared. I'm not going to be one of those guys. It's not fair. I want the barbecue spots. I want to know where to go, and I want to be prepared with get the bombest shit, period. Don't serve me like you serve my boy. That's not fair. And you better make up to Khalil. That's not good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Don't forget to fuck with my sponsors, man. Because if you're not fucking with the sponsors, you're just hating. So don't. www.coldbloodedcafe.com. Freshest and the bestest. Anything from the fucking first day old pinky mice to a damn mammoth rat. You have levels of this shit, man. Sim containers. You got eggs, put them in a sim container. You're not going to go wrong. You got eggs that are sensitive and they need fucking high humidity but can't get wet. It's a sim container. Plain and simple. You want to get fucking faded, creative creature. All right, I'm done. I'm hammered. I'm good. This was a good time. You guys are awesome. I'll see you on the next episode.